I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Mmm, smells delightful. Ah, let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful.
Karn.
Karn! Hey! Oh, boy, oh boy. Well, 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 well. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Uh, you know, you just when you think things can't get any stranger, they do. I know, Alec. I heard they're going to mention Calendar. Yeah, I heard about that, and yeah, apparently they're pretending that they're gonna do the Stone of Tear out of order or something. I've heard a few little things. I haven't seen any of these interviews. I have a bunch of articles. That's probably a better way. Uh, no, the Stone of Tear was in the background when Suan's father sent her to her death on a rickety boat on the way to the White Tower. Well, it's sort of crappy article day. I think probably crappy article is better than trying to listen to these fools. Staplebo sent a bunch of articles my way from some of the basically excerpts of uh, these YouTube interviews. We'll get started shortly, but it's sort of crazy. I would like, I'm trying to let some people get in here, and if you have also if you have any suggestions for what you want me to, if I'm missing any articles or any interview videos that you want me to hold on. First of all, let us get the theme song for season 3 going here for a second. Are you guys ready? Here it comes.
Tonight, Stellar Productions presents the boy band of the decade. It's Finger Bang, live from Madison Square Gardens.
Yeah, here we go.
Finger bang, bang bang, finger bang bang, bang bang bang. I'm gonna finger bang bang you into my life, girl. You like to finger bang? It's
All right, there we go. Yeah, so that's season 3 theme song right there. Apparently, I'm pissing off the right people because I almost got into a fight in my chat today. So I left it, or in my comments section. I left a little comment. I don't usually do that. I probably should stay away from it, but once in a while, it's okay. Just I remind you, I don't condone going into other people's chats and telling them they're idiots. So don't do that. It's they want to like bad TV. It's okay. Let them like bad TV. It's but leave me alone. I'm not hurting anybody. This is my corner of the internet. Leave me alone. Right? I'm just drinking my coffee, trying to stay awake. Not hurting anybody, right? I guess the truth hurts, maybe. I don't know. But, Articus, what the hell is a prophecy? I mean, come on. Come on. So yeah, so if you guys have any articles or interviews you would like me to go over, right now I have looks like Dragon Mount's interviews. They did 3. Now, real quick, let's just before we okay. So we're gonna just do some things here real quick. So first things first, we're not gonna watch anything quite yet, but I do want to bring to attention Dragon Mount, the official Wheel of Time community. They have 3 interview. Well, I'm sorry, this is from Sao Paulo, but I guess they decided to wait till now to put it up. Uh, 6 hours it's been up, a smashing 905 views. That's like putting something on my channel. I mean, goddamn, like have higher standards, Dragon Mount. Like, come on. 6 hours. Apparently, nobody gives a fuck what Marcus Rutherford and Donald Flynn have to say because only 694 people have watched that one. And also seems to be the same thing goes for Rafe, the no longer working. 716. So yeah, so smashing good. But I mean, those numbers are off the fucking chart. I mean, yeah, we just threw an F bomb in the first 10 minutes because I am tired of giving fucks. No, but you guys, you guys, my people, my people. You guys, I'm tired. I'm tired of giving a fuck. About what I'm gonna throw caution to the wind, and we're gonna play finger bang whenever we want, and we're gonna say what we feel. I'm not I don't feel like policing myself anymore. It's just been too long a fucking week. I've had two yeah. So Eld, for real, no. Aldan, what's up, my homie? If you're around and you want on, let me know. You too, Artie. Just throw me a Discord. Just hanging out, drinking some coffee, waiting for everybody to show up. So I shouldn't say everybody to show up. You guys, my homies are here. All you guys are my homies. Home girls, home slices. Eld's here, Aldan's here. Caladair is always here. Caladair, you're awesome. Thank you so much for always liking my ex posts, always at least coming in to say hi and being here. Thank you so much, Caladair, for always being here. SB, what's up, my friend? Alex, you too. Nick, you're always here. My friend, I appreciate you very much. Lakizzle, glad you're back. Good to see you. Artie, my man, we got to talk about a Jeopardy board, you and me. Silverlock, you too. You guys, look, it really is crazy. You guys you guys have been very loyal and showed me a lot of love, and I appreciate it very, very much. Salvis, good to see you too. Haven't watched the interviews, but the Simps on Twitter are full force with some outrageous defense. Oh God, yeah, it's Stample Bo, the hero himself. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Justin Bieber. I love it. Oh God. Why can't that was a good one. I mean, if you want to watch Justin Bieber, I mean, what mod do I have any mods in the chat right now? I guess I don't. Well, we got to fix that. Where here? There you go. Yeah, we know I'm doing something right now. Now the bots are coming. So something seems to have changed here in the last few days. I've pissed off the right people. All right, there we go. All right, you guys have been given the power. You guys have your dragon pin and sword. Thank you. Don't overwield Kalendor there, please. Okay. So, but if you think this is puzzling, at least it's Dragon Mount, right? Right. So I don't think I'm not quite sure Amazon has figured out how to do advertising. Because he's retarded, Jay. Because he's actually a fucking retard. He actually hasn't really read the books. Salty Traveling Sea is probably right. His mother read it to him when he was 5, and that's the only time he read it. Now, well, he pretends. Yeah. So look, it's one of those things. Like he doesn't know, right? Like apparently in one of these interviews, there's also some retarded comment of him saying that everybody's favorite character is Rand, which just goes to show that he doesn't even know the people that are supposedly watching his show, because, well, yes, a lot of people favorite character is Rand, including yours truly. There are a lot of Matt people out there, and there's a lot of Perrin people out there. So, hell, there's even a lot of Nynaeve people out there. Hell, there's even a lot of Egwene people out there. You may not understand that, but they're out there. So to make a blanket statement saying Rand is everybody's favorite character is just ignorant. So he was saying that he was trying to appeal to Rand fans. How? It's too late. You made him Rand Al Cuck. He's done. There's no recovering Rand, just like there's no recovering frickin' Matt. They're both ridiculously screwed. What are you gonna? One of the only shots we've seen of Rand is him on his fucking knees again. They don't know how to write for Rand. They just don't even know. Rand is a side character in his own show. So are the other two main characters. And anybody that tries to say that Rand is not the main character and Perrin and Matt are not the sub main characters, you haven't read Real Time or you don't understand it. That doesn't take the importance away from some of these side characters. Some of the side characters are very, very important and they have a lot of screen time. But the main characters are Rand, Perrin, the rest. That's it. And if you don't understand that, then I don't want to say you're reading Wheel of Time wrong, but I guess you just are. I like that. Hey, I called that. When we had the crooning of Ravine. Okay, we were watching that when we had the mad crooning skills of not Ravine. I'm sorry, the mad crooning skills of Ruark. So when we get the wash the spears, it might be wash the swords because they don't really understand that Aiel don't like swords, but so wash the something. When they start singing that and breakdance fighting, dude, I'm gonna be there for it. It's gonna be freaking amazing. I can't wait for the musical episode. We all knew it was coming. It's also it's like a death rattle. Like they have to get that that musical episode in when they know their time is up. When the season when it's all going away, it's like we got to squeeze that one in there. So yeah. So oh shit. All right. Sweet. I said that and I said for you to do that and I didn't even look at Discord because I'm a bad person. There you go. All right. Boom. Boom shalaka laka 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 laka. Okay. So, but as I was saying, because there's 33 of you guys here now, thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all. If y'all get your tax return back and you want to be a member, that'd be awesome. If not, I love you anyways. It's okay. Only Staplebow is a weasel.
True.
Only Staplebow is a weasel, but he's a weasel we love. It's okay. We love that weasel. What's up, man?
Not much. Not much. How are you?
I think Will is incoming.
Ooh.
I think. So that'll be funsies. It's gonna be a hell of a night. It's gonna be a hell of a night. So the original plan. So the original plan before all these cringe interviews came out, and there are a lot. I may be here till 1 a.m. myself going over this shit. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Why didn't I get a notification? White Cloak's uploaded video?
Yeah. Fail a film or filme.
Well, go check. Make sure you check that out. You know what? I'll set up the redirect thing so you go to that video after this. Just remind me at the end. I can redirect everybody into that. That I didn't get a notification. Fuck that shit. What's up? What's up, YouTube? Thank you for mentioning that, Staple. I don't know. Oh, the original plan for tonight was going to be I was going to run through the 11 minutes of cringe, and we were going to pick out nicknames for all of our favorite Aes Sedai. Now we may still do that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I know we already got a head start. We got Bowtie Sedai, we got Tiny Sedai, but you know all
One
these
hot Sedai.
Hot Sedai. There's some you know, there seems to be some back and forth whether she should be Hottie Sedai or Hot Sedai. I personally like Hot Sedai, but you know,
Yeah.
to each his or her own. You know, and there's Pantsuit Sedai and you know half Seal Sedai. That's my favorite. You know, the seal. She gets cut in half and she's a seal. That's my favorite. She's also a brown, so you know seals are brown too. So she like flops and slides on blood down the stairs. So you know, so we may still get to that. It could be fun times because we need to know what to call these people when the show starts, right? When we're all making videos, we need to know what to call these Aes Sedai because nobody knows their names, and quite frankly, do any of us care what their names are? Half Sedai, that's another one. Holy shit, guys!
This is just going to be a blip in their IMDb after this season. So
Yeah, it's gonna disappear. To you, my brother, gonna rest tonight, but get them bitches $10. Yes, you rest. I hope your outing tonight was good. Thank you very much, Nathan. Aldan, $20. Thank you very much, Steve. I'm gonna go get beers, but I'll be back. You all behave in chat for now, or Staple will staple your ass to the internet floor. And it's Hottie Sedai. Yeah, so there you go. There's Hottie Sedai. Holy crap. Nick Filoni for $10 for the therapy you will need for wading through all this sludge. Well, thank you, Nick, very, very much. Man, the generosity of this today. Thank you very much. You humble me. You all humble me. Thank you very, very much. Give me those thumbs up. All right, so this is so real quick while Will is working his way here. Okay, and thank you again, guys, very, very much. So do you think Amazon has figured out advertising? Hardicus?
Considering that every single post I've seen from them maxes out at 200 likes, 5 comments.
Well, and I'm going to bring up the X one here in a minute, but so the slew of interviews have gone out, right? Like just everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my man, Lan Pitts.
Should be Lan Nips.
Yes, Lan has the nips. Okay, so here's my man, Lan Pitts, aka Tits, Nips, whatever you want to call it. 7 subscribers.
Wait, and he got an interview with the cast?
He's done interviews with all of the cast. Not
Fight
just
Club
one.
still haven't? Or you?
All of the cast. Not just Daniel Henney and I guess that's that she was better on Slow Horses. She should go back to that. The soon-to-be Scissoring Sisters, Elaine's actress and Avienda's actress. We have, of course, Lanfear and Rafe. Wow, that's got to be a weird one.
That's a dark one. And his, one of his top generals.
I don't understand. How do you have a 4-minute interview?
What's to ask?
What
are you most excited to not show in book 4 and 5?
Oh, right, that's good. 7.
Oh.
And he got full cast interviews.
Well, Steve's lagging a bit, or am I?
No, it's me. It's me. They're attacking. My channel's under attack, Artie. Holy crap. Am I back yet?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I'm looking at my internet connection die as we speak. I'm under attack. 36 of you. I'm under attack. All right. What the hell? All right, there we go. Let's see. These are only videos. God, why is there you go. Yeah, I'm lagging hard. Sorry guys. I don't know why all of a sudden. Who's messing around with my what the hell is going on? Holy shit, Burger Skip.
A fan is trying to take a show fan is trying to take you down.
Like, what is going on? Jesus Christ. Like StreamYards is like moving stuff around and shit. Like, what is happening? All right. So yes, LaKizzle, this is his only I think actually if Will was I think Will looked at it. I think he started oh no. Okay, never mind. August 20th. I thought they started the channel today or yesterday, but no. Has been up for 5 years. That's possible. It's possible. It could be going in the background here. So, is Hottie Sedai actually hot or woke hot? She's hot. She's definitely the hottest. I would say hottest on the show. What do you think?
Yeah, and of course they make her evil.
Well, of course, that's part of the attraction, right? I mean,
Well,
no,
can't have a good character be hotter than Moraine.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is that why they keep so let's sort of try and put this together for a second here. Is that what so if they're trying to appeal to Rand fans, why is that why they think putting him with Moraine or with Rosamund Pike in all these interviews is like do they think that that's going to make us like Rand more even though it's actually has an opposite effect?
No, I think it's because when they put them together, so when Josha forgets the city this entire season's based around, she's able to.
Oh, wait. I think I have that. Hold on. You sent that to me. We'll come back. We'll come back to Mr. 7 subscribers. Which you know what? Hey man, he's trying. Like, come on, man. Let's give it up for Pitts. Land Pitts. Should have been Nips, but Pitts. You know, he's trying, man. I mean, look, he's taking his shot, right? I mean, I can't be mad at him. He's trying to, you know. He's where did you send it to me or did Sablebo send it to me?
I
think it was Sablebo sent it to me, maybe. Yeah, here it is.
No,
here it is. I got it.
I sent you the Rafe interview with someone with cat ears.
Yeah, no, that's the Drag Him Out one. I have that whole page up, but you know, we I don't know how many of these we're going to be able to watch because I really do think the best way to go through some of this is just reading it off some of these articles because then we don't have to sit here and wait for them to just be stupid. But you know, Joshua, the man who allegedly read the books, I'm pretty sure he did, but obviously he didn't care too much, or he was half asleep, or high as a fucking kite when they did the
I can understand not knowing how to pronounce the city.
Well, let's give them a little grace. They did film this show like 18 years ago. So season 3 wrapped like 22 years ago or something. So like 50 years ago when they wrapped shooting on this. You know, it's been a while. So, but the fact that he said the Roydion stuff, there's an important city. What's it called?
Where does the trial of Viridian take place?
He said, "Where's it?" So here, I'll play it, guys. Hell, he may be loaded right now. Can we get a close up on his eyes? He really just he has every right to be depressed. He should be a superstar right now, and he's just not, and it's sad.
What role is making him shave his hair too?
I think that's just how he likes it. I don't know.
If I had his hair, I wouldn't be shaving.
Here we go. You ready for it? Here it comes. Yeah, me too, Joshua. All right, here we go.
What's the city? What's the quote? The city again of where the tribe of Viridian is. The city of Viridian. Oh yeah, the city of Viridian. I mean, the city of Viridian was. What,
He's just like us.
Yeah, we can't pronounce it either. At least we know the place. Well, I sort of get it because it doesn't look anything like anybody thinks Viridian like should look like. It doesn't look like a city. It just looks like a bunch of like fucking pillars going into heaven, like the rapture happened.
Wondering, why are we on season 3? We haven't done book 3. Why are we in Viridian?
I sort of picture like Viridian's like the rapture just happened and they raptured all the Aiel into heaven. Like that's what it looks like. Those rapture tubes, or aliens picked up a bunch of guys. I mean, I wouldn't know what I wouldn't know that was Roydian either. I mean, because
kind of just looks like a redressed up set of Tar Valon to me.
Looks like. I mean, it has sand, so Tar Valon has sand, so you could be right. I mean, I mean, now, okay. So, but this isn't the only thing they've posted on X. Okay, we have a plethora of stuff. Let's see here. I thought I had it up, but apparently I don't. So let me go back to here because we've been talking about the advertising campaign, which they are doing top notch. Because
less engagement than shows that ended a year and a half ago.
Well, it's always good to you want to get the word out on 7 subscriber channels and have just weird, cringy stuff, right? I mean that's what everybody wants to like this. Here, let's just, rather than me talk about it, let me show it to you because most of you guys, a lot of you guys don't have X, which I don't blame you. But this and actually I'm going to go full screen for this so we can read the caption. Reasons to I fucking can't stand the WOT.
Watch.
I fucking can't stand. I hate it. But reasons to watch part 1, Mothers. What the okay, can you tell me what does that even mean? And I'm going to play you guys the clip. I don't understand. What does that mean? Do you know what that means? I have a mother. She doesn't want to watch this. I mean, love you, Mom. She's gone, but she wouldn't want to watch this. I mean, I don't understand. So here, I don't understand. Remember, the caption for this on X is reasons to rewatch season 1, Mothers.
Maybe mothers like scissoring?
Somebody tell me why. Okay, here we go.
Many, many years ago, men who were born with great power believed they could cage darkness itself.
Oh, they played this.
The fact that they replayed the fucking worst line in the whole fucking series.
The arrogance.
Fucking Christ, do they not know what they're doing?
I honestly think they're
girl
going
boss. Mothers is girl boss slang. I don't understand.
They're going to change how the Dark One breaks free. It's not going to be Lanfear. It's gonna
be Louis Theron.
Yeah, Louis Theron's going to break him out.
She's going to trip her and she's going to fall and hit her head and he's going to be like, "You stupid bitch," or something. I don't know. Right? It's going to be something ridiculous. I would be surprised. I would be surprised. Okay. Moving on. So we of course play the most divisive. Oops, sorry, man. We play the most divisive line in the whole series,
especially when Louis Theron wanted the women to help and the women declined.
Well, I mean, look, that's a book conversation. It's still a good one. I think it. I think it's.
They would have succeeded.
That's still my feeling that. I sort of get the whole they have no idea that there would have been a counterstroke, and I don't think counterstroke would have happened if the women showed up. But that's yet to be determined. I mean, and that's up for debate. Because
I think the women had to refuse for the wheel to wheel.
Yes,
it's always a circle. But I think if if in an alternate universe they would have joined, they would have caged the Dark One and succeeded.
Yes, well, because it worked. It was imperfect because it was only one side of the power, right? That's the prison is imperfect and it tainted the men. So, but none of that matters because men are just dirty. There's no Sidene. Men are just dirty. That's it.
Luce Theron didn't shower before he caged. They
Okay,
tried to cage the Dark One.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, dirty. No Sidene. Prophet, you're forgetting the Dark One was never locked up in the bore in the show. What?
What's a bore?
Wait, it wasn't? She didn't drill the bore? Wait, what?
What's a bore?
Actually, wait, Ishmael is the Dark One in the show. Wait a second, I'm so confused. Is there even a Dark One in the show?
I don't think they've named him.
It's just Ishmael. Like, it's Ishmael, right? What's up,
We haven't
Josh?
even heard Shaitan yet.
Oh my God, what did you do? We're gonna get a season 4 now, man. What the fuck? Why would you name the Dark One, bro? God damn. We're fucked.
I wanted to name the Dark One. I would have said Rafe Judkins.
At least the argument the show knows LTT is a hero, but it's unreliable narrative because Moraine doesn't know that is dead and buried. Yeah, well, we'll see.
We've heard Shaitan? Really?
Yeah, somewhere. I don't remember who said Shaitan. I don't remember. It was like I don't remember. I forgot who said it. It was, but like for all we know, it's Ishmael. Like they haven't really specified, and Ishmael is the one that got bound by the 100 companions. So, right? That was what that cold open was Ishmael getting bound by the 100 companions, right? So
He was used to getting bound only by Luce Theron, but
no. Don't leave Lanfear out. Come on.
True. She brought the rope.
I mean, come on. Yeah, come on. She is the holder of the fund. She is the rent collector. She is the binder. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's play the rest. So remember, this is for mothers. Apparently, I don't understand what it means. Man, we are. Remember this scene? I do. What trash. Oh, hey, yeah, okay.
Where are the mothers?
That's what does this have to do with mothers? And this is season 2.
Like I wouldn't mind making Lanfear a mother, but
this is
she ain't
season
a mother.
2. Is it okay? Reasons to is it rewatch part 1? Okay, it's not rewatch season 1. Okay, fine. My mistake. I thought it was rewatch season 1. It's just rewatch part 1. So that means we're gonna get part 2 of this. Is it gonna be fathers? No, it's probably gonna be sisters.
It's gonna be boyfriends.
And then twinsies. And
It's
then
gonna be boyfriends.
can anybody I know you guys said it's like there was an interview that came out today with Moraine and Rand actors. How do I send it to you? Through oh, do I have it? Which one? There were a few. I don't know which one you're talking about. If you can send it to me on Discord.
Yeah, they should do the next one.
What's up,
Boyfriends and just
Boyfriends.
put some Maxim and Ivan.
Pegger, Peggy. Like I don't like. Hey, remember this part where the mothers murdered? Oh, sorry, my bad. I sorry. Okay. Hey, man, we didn't hear somebody saying Karakar in there. Wow, this looks great, doesn't it? What a good pause. What CGI we have there. Holy shit. I forgot. I'm so tired of the fucking Nynaeve bubble, like Super Saiyan bubble.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
That's a new scene right there, right? Was this in season 2?
I don't know why Lanfear would be scared of Egwene when she can solo this
Or was this in season 2?
Oh yes, this was.
Was
yes.
this before parting
This
when
was-
she wanted to
this was-
leave with only Nynaeve and
Yeah, This is when I think this is when they were melting Nynaeve's ring, accepted ring,
Zax.
because she didn't make it back from the trial
That's right. Zax.
or something like that. I can't remember.
No, she's gonna kiss Nynaeve, because apparently they're connected, or something. I don't know. Sure. But yes, mothers. Again, like, can somebody reasons to
Why did they show the clip?
watch part 1, mothers? I don't understand. Can somebody explain it to me?
They should have showed the clip of Leandrin letting Lanfear murder her son. That's very motherly.
Oh, mother, damn. Yeah, torturing your son for years because you can't let go. Yeah.
And you didn't want to ask a yellow to heal him.
Of course, salty coming in hot. You know, gotta love it. I
18 comments.
What
How many
else
likes do we have?
Oh, here you go. Here's another one. Oh, what the mothers thing?
Yeah.
1.3K, none. Like, it has nothing.
1.3K, 18 comments.
18 comments. Yep. Yeah. Here, guys. Time to remember where we left our friends, foes, and forsaken, part 1. Man, it sounds like we're gonna be inundated with this crap for up until the so how could we forget where Perrin's at? Perrin is busy murdering. He's on a murder spree. The only question is who is going to be next in his wake of terror. It could be anybody, quite frankly. But when you have a serial murderer on the loose, accidents happen, right? I don't know. He could cleave Loyal, and Loyal's just like, ha, I'm a zombie. It doesn't matter. I'm immortal. Like, that's possible. And then he could try and kill him, and just like he could try and kill, Loyal because he is a zombie, and be like, I'm going to rid the world of zombies, and Loyal's like, why you do that, man? I can't die. I got stabbed by a dagger and I'm still here, yo. Like, I mean, my insides didn't melt like a doorknob, right? So
I don't want to grease myself up too much. But you know what pisses me off is that we have an actor for Perrin, and he hasn't bothered to lift a single weight in all the years of being Perrin,
or a single weapon. He just hits people with fence posts and shit he finds on the ground.
Juice guy with massive biceps play Perrin. You have some like puffy Drake wannabe.
I don't know.
Like, it's so.
What's up? What's up, Trip? And what exactly is wrong with lesbian powers? I didn't say there's anything wrong with them. I love watching lesbian powers.
Can't even get him on a diet.
Okay, you posted the interview. Let me check real quick. Let me see. Okay, that is not the one. I saw this one, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to go. This one's actually a long one. This one actually is a long. I got it up here, but this is actually a long one from a channel that actually has a few subscribers. So only 8,000, but I'm not gonna bark at that because it's more than I have. So good on him. I don't. Why doesn't it let me play it? What? Wait, did they only give people 4-minute interviews?
I feel like there's like 16-minute interviews, but they're on a tight
or is it all this? Is this all the same interview?
I don't know. I know.
Maybe. Hold on. Maybe I'm being. No, Land. Man, okay. I don't know. So it's 4 minutes. We may be able to watch all these. We'll speed. We'll do 2 times speed on some of these. So, but let's see what. Let's real quick. You guys want to recap where Perrin's at besides from Murder Holiday? We'll do that real quick. I got it. I got it, Joshua. Thank you. I have a few others. So,
don't talk about my wife.
What?
I'm just reciting lines from Perrin.
They gave 50 people 3 questions to ask the cast. Is that true? Wow. The first 30 seconds are insane. Okay, well we'll get that in a second here. All right, so this is 40 seconds of of recap. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Marcus Rutherford here
Hi, Marcus Rutherford. How are you? Who are you murdering this season? I don't know.
with a refresher of where we left Perrin in the Wheel of Time.
Mouth open and butt wide.
You can't run from what you are.
The Nacho Pack.
They're not
In
your
season
back.
2, he spent a lot of time with the Shinarans.
A lot of time with the Shine-Ons. Getting our ass kicked.
Wait, didn't he spend all his time with the Shinarans?
Most of it, yes.
Spent a lot of time with wolves.
Not really.
No.
Wolf brother, they call.
Wolf brother, they call me the Nacho Pack. There's dogs around, but I don't see any wolves.
I am.
I don't. What is the deer? I don't remember the deer. What is the deer?
It was because that was a deer they were hunting. That was like them transmitting that there's a deer they're gonna kill.
Ugh,
Yeah.
great.
So are you.
Got dragged around, literally.
Jesus fucking Christ! When are you going to tell us about the murder?
Met a new friend named
Kill the guy that was.
Abienda.
Kill the guy in cold blood. Oh yes, please remind us of the
And,
cringiest fight
do
scene
you like
ever.
to dance?
Do I like your accent? No. Stop trying it, please.
He made his way to
Oh, she totally missed there. Did you see that, man? I love watching these like. It's so like she's like a mile off. Look at her foot. Like it's like, come on, man. Please. Let
Would
me
she
at
have
least
enough
believe it.
leverage there to actually trip someone,
Like
or
she
would you
would have,
just break a leg?
she would have
Break
kicked
a
her
leg?
his fucking shin, and she would have been like, "Ow!"
made his
I
way
feel like he would
to
have just
farm
snapped
in
it.
Just in time to block magic with his
Time to
magic
reunite
shield
with his-
given to him by a dead guy. So
old friends.
sword hand, my favorite sword hand. Now remember, guys, this sword melted. Will we see it in season 2? Probably.
Can't wait for you to see
Hey, that's a dragon banner, guys. Remember, the dragon banner brought to you by Lanfear and Moraine, not by Rand. The dragon reborn proclaimed by a Forsaken and Aes Sedai,
Listen,
not by himself.
it
but-
just read "bannered in the sky." Okay, it doesn't have to be a banner.
Oh my gosh,
see what's
You know how
in
much
store for
parchment
season
costs?
3.
what's in store for season 3? More epic cringe. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I love it. Awful, yes. What are you talking about? Dead guy who? Loyal did give him a shield. Oh, well, I can't wait for Guidal Kane, aka Uno. What a fucking farce.
Trip DM'd you a couple things from me.
Okay, man, I'm getting inundated. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna have to start going through these interviews. For Artie? Yeah, he's got Play-Doh biceps. Like, I don't know what this is supposed to prove. Trip.
What did she send?
I'll show you. Like, I don't think this. If you're trying to say that he's big, I think this is the opposite. Like, I think that's in terms of your like beefed up muscle guy. Like, I don't think that's helping
He's
you.
trying to get me to flex.
I don't like this one's too small. You can't even see his tiny bicep. So like, I mean,
He could play a decent Perrin if they literally just gave him a decent diet in 4 years. Once. Told him to lay off the
look.
donut
I don't
food.
know. The thing is I don't know who could play a decent who. They all are so bad because
True.
what they've been given to act is so bad. So they could all be great. I don't know. I mean, Rosamund Pike's acted well before, but I mean, but when your material is garbage and you have directors and showrunners that are garbage, like you're gonna get garbage. So like, I have like I don't know. I haven't seen them do much acting. So I don't know, but we know that the direction has not been good. So like, I think there's a big that's a big chunk of it. I don't know. Maybe they have chops. I don't know. I haven't watched anything with them in it except for the need. Well, no, that wasn't it. Gran Turismo.
Well, did you also? He also did a gay acting thing.
Who did?
Josha.
Oh, did he? I don't
Yeah,
know.
he was a gym bro who got piped by another guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. So
That's her
this is the
rant.
one. So real
My
quick,
rant.
this is the one that was requested by Josh. So let me bring this one up. We're gonna go 2 times speed on this. And just do we have subtitles? So Josh is saying that the first 2 minutes of this are interesting. Now we do have to. We're at some point we got to check out the pits. Okay, we got to check out Lamb Pitts' interview. I can't. Seven subscribers. That guy is killing it. So like we gotta check his out too. But all right, here we go. Man, strong start. No sound.
What the tribe rating is.
Yeah, we already saw this part.
The city of, the city of Radiant. I mean, the city of Radiant was
That's what you wait. That's the stinger. That's what you use to tease the fucking interview. Is him fucking up?
Sweden. Yeah,
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great now when I get to speak with the two of you, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, the pleasure is all mine. So I watched the first two episodes of this new season yesterday, so I have them really fresh in my mind.
They let them see two. I thought they got to see one. All right.
It might have been a lot longer for you since we recorded that. But I wanted to start off by asking you, Rosamund, since you're also an executive producer on this show, but also narrates the books, so you're really getting all.
Don't listen to her narrated version. Don't
all
just
the
say that.
different inputs.
She's already ruined Moraine in my head when I reread it. I don't need her to narrate it for me.
You don't need to just. The other ones are fine. You don't need it.
inform the way you act or take in the scripts.
Are you gonna ask a question, bro?
You act on the show.
The books, I think knowledge of the books does definitely inform the way we play.
How? In what way?
Look at Josha's face.
In what fucking way? You
The characters. It also makes us discuss.
being as I have only read the books I've narrated, and that's not really the best way to read a book. I have no idea what the hell I'm
Great
supposed
what
to
we'd
be
like to see in
doing.
a season. Scenes in the books that we love that we like to include, or nuance. Mostly really nuance is from the books that we feel are kind of vital to express in the show.
Nuance, because none of the scenes are actually in the show, so we bring the nuance. The nuance.
I've been wanting to, as well as Moraine's mystery, I want to get those little stabs or flashes of her ruthlessness. I think she's very,
Stabs
very calm,
and
but we need to see-
flashes.
Of ruthlessness.
How about you just play the book character and you would get a lot more than stabs and flashes?
Okay, so hold on. Ruthlessness, guys, chat. Is that the word you just used to describe Moraine? Ruthlessness.
I'm trying to think of the time she was ruthless.
I don't think that's the. I don't think that's the word. I think it's.
I guess when she killed the guy
think
in
I don't.
when he whirlpooled him, that was pretty ruthless.
Yeah, but that's the show. She's trying to say that she's ruthless in the book. She's opportunistic. She's
conniving.
Conniving. She's. I mean, ruthless. I guess ruthless is okay. I mean, it's not that far off, but I don't know if I'd go to ruthlessness right away. Persistent is good. Persistent, yeah. Goal oriented, yeah. Yeah, no, motivated. She's highly motivated. Oh, we'll get there, man. Don't you worry, Max. Don't you worry, Max. I don't think ruthless is the right,
I would say Swan is more ruthless than Moraine.
Yeah. Moraine's highly motivated, skilled, and manipulated. She's manipulative. She's I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's the worst, but I don't know if that's the word I'd use, but
see what she's capable of, which we get in little glimpses. Right, we got at the end of season 2, where she sort of said very abruptly, I would let 1,000 people drown if it meant that I could save Rand. It's
yeah, I'd also murder a bunch of people sitting on a boat, which you did. So good job. I mean, murder. I mean, it's sort of a wartime, but she's not supposed to be able to do that if we're being honest. But determined. I think determined is good. Yeah. Um,
And isn't
Yeah.
that isn't that an inversion of a quote from the
But we have
book
to remember that she's got that zealot mentality, and similarly,
where she said she would willingly
What's
kill
that?
Rand if she was ever worried that he would turn to the dark or shadow?
I'm pretty sure you're correct. I think she does say right to him if she yeah, I think she threatens him if
Mhm.
she ever got the idea that he was turning, she would not
Mhm.
hesitate to kill him. I'm pretty sure that's a line. I don't know though. I can't say with 100%. I don't know if we have any. I don't know if Gadfly or any of the freaking photogenic memory people are in chat right now.
at the end
But
of episode 1.
Exactly. Yeah.
was that a
It's
weird
really
edit?
difficult for me. So, and Yosha, this season we get to see your character both through who he actually is on the show, but also through the visions, which makes you being able to play him differently. Actually, so how was it to kind of loosen it up in the visions part of the character and really go bananas there?
Okay, so this confirms a lot. So we're doing visions in the first 2 episodes
They also in another interview
because they saw 2 episodes.
They say mirrors. So
What's that?
in another interview, Josha says there's a part in the show where they do mirrors, and then there's another part where he does past lives.
Well, the mirror thing is the bubble of evil thing where I think that's the bubble of evil where he kills the gimp.
No, because it's in connection to him playing different versions of himself. So he says there's one where he's playing different versions of himself with mirrors, and then there's one where he's living his past ancestry, playing different parts of his
which is
his
like
lineage.
so first of all, if that's Roydion is completely wrong. Second, I guess we'll see. But I mean, if that's episode that has to be episode 2, right?
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if
I mean,
I think
unless
he
we're just
mentions
speed
Egwene.
running.
Yeah, I think he mentions Egwene in this as well. So I don't know if by different versions of Rand he means different versions of Rand in Egwene's trial.
Yeah, that could be true. She could be doing her accepted trial. It could be him acting in those. That's true. That actually I think that makes a lot more sense than them being in Roydion already. Is it's actually visions in her trial? Then
I think that would make sense. Rand in the river.
Yeah, I think you probably actually nailed it. I think that actually makes sense. Probably one is probably trying to explain why the fuck they're all in Tarvalin. 2 is probably all of their trials, and they're probably going to be leaving Tarvalin at the end of season 2 or episode 2. But we'll see. So, all right, moving on.
Wow, I like that. Loosen up, bananas. That's how it felt. Yeah, there was the possible futures of Moraine, which was great. Where Tom Snapper.
Possible futures of Moraine.
Yeah, I think this is the quote that I was thinking of.
Our director found a very special rig for that I've never seen before in television or film.
Oh yeah, so we can do flippy boobs. So we can do flippy kicks with cameras now. I'm so excited to see flippy kicks with cameras. Aren't you guys? Man.
And apart from the possible futures of Moraine, there was also they got to play a possible Rand for Egwene. And the most interesting one for me was because Moraine and Rand both have to go through a trial, and for Moraine is the future, and for Rand is the past. He lives through his ancestors' lives, not only sees it, but lives through the biggest fights of their lives, the biggest sacrifices, and that sets him up for his purpose. That's the reason.
So they fucked it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. They fucked it up. Because that's not Roydion. How does that connect him to the Aiel?
Because the purpose
How
of
is
him
he going to break the
Aiel was for him
by knowing his own past.
Yeah, because he learns
like so I said this when yes, he learns his role through seeing the Aiel's past, and he learns his path by knowing that because he's read the prophecies, he knows that's how he's going to break the Aiel by telling them the truth of their actual ancestry. So I had a feeling that this is what was going to happen by the little snippets we got from the previews, because you have that scene of him crawling through having trouble walking through the dirt in the Roydion looking set, and then him screaming, because his mom that's probably when his mom gets killed and he's echoing his father's fucking scream. That's not what Rand's supposed to do in Roydion. That doesn't show. Frankly, like,
But
I mean, like,
his setup in the first.
I mean, we haven't
Book
seen it
2
yet, so we'll see.
yeah.
But
like his setup in book 2 and 3, in my opinion, was
he doesn't.
him learning how to be the Dragon Reborn for the people he knows, and then him
So
going
look,
to
it's
Rudy
very
was
clear.
for him to learn how
So,
to be the
yeah.
Karakarn, which is a separate responsibility, but similar to what he has to be with the Dragon Reborn. But like, it's not like him going to Iridian
So
sets him up for being the
very
Dragon
clear.
Reborn for
It's very
all.
clear, and that's why skipping. That's why skipping book 3 is a problem, because you
Mhm.
have one where we all discover he is the Dragon Reborn. Okay, you have book 2 where the world discovers he's the Dragon Reborn. Then you have
And he
book
learns
3
to
where
lead.
he proves to himself that book 3 is all about is proving to himself by completing the toughest prophecy he could find, that he proved to himself that he's the Dragon Reborn, and then going to the IO Waste is about actually starting his task, which is defeating the Dark One. So he's got to go get an army. That's it. So we've skipped all that because we sorry. So so there's a few articles, we're going to look at them too. Is there any more here, or is that it? Because all I heard there is we're right. We're not doing the IEO past. We are doing Rand's past, or Rand's past lives, or whatever the fuck, which isn't what he's supposed to see in Roydion. It's a complete deviation from the books, 100%.
I don't know if it's part of this specific interview, but Rosamund Pike goes on further to say that they couldn't do Tyr because it's too much internal Rand and not enough external, whereas Iridian is a lot more external Rand, so they want to use that instead.
Well, but that's the problem.
Conflicted character.
Iridian is an internal Rand, his ancestors and where they come from. It's not supposed to be about him. It's supposed to be about the Aiel and the Aiel, how the Aiel history, right? He's not supposed to go crazy and scream. He's supposed to be able to take it because he's an outsider, and the history of the Aiel doesn't affect him the same way it does the other clan chiefs, because it's one of those things. It's like, well, I don't have this aversion to all this. I haven't been raised as an Aiel, so finding out that Aiel used to follow the way of the leaf doesn't affect him the way it affects everybody else, right? Mm-hmm. That's why he's and then he lays it on the whole nation and breaks them, right?
I mean, it's obvious.
I don't know. There seems to be some sort of
I don't know. How could you read the Dragon Reborn and not see how you could show it in a visual medium, him being distraught and conflicted with what his role is, when you have scenes of him pushing away and almost killing his friends in dreams where he doesn't know what's real or not as he's running on his way to the Stone of Tyr. Like, I don't know how you can. Man, it's just.
I think. Sorry, I'm having some sort of connection issue, so I'm trying.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. So. Jay, I'm gonna get to everything, man. I can only do one thing at a time, my man. So there's lots of interviews. I'm gonna get to there's several Rafe interviews too. So is it still choppy, or have I caught up?
It's better, but still in and out.
I don't know what the hell is going on. Hold on. Let me try and close a few things.
Took a series where a huge percentage
guys.
of it is internal monologue and decided, nope, it's impossible. But like, you think of the defining, like you have the tools already established with Logain in season 1, where you could literally give a physical embodiment of his internal monologue as like a ghosty vision, whatever guy, and have him speak with that person. But like even
They
the
already
internal monologue
are-
with stuff in book 3, it's minimal compared to the what he's actually showing, with like him pushing his friends away, or him meeting Perrin in the dream world and killing him, or almost killing him, or like there's a whole bunch you could do. They just didn't want to bother doing it. Oh, it's just me. I don't think you need to go as far as like a Dexter internal monologue. It's
Is it any better?
yeah, it's better.
I don't
So
know what. Well, we'll see. Well, hopefully it stays that way. I don't know what the deal is. We'll see. So, was this the end of this, pretty much?
I think so. I think it's another interview where they talk about why they didn't do Stone at Tyr.
What's it called? The city again?
Okay, it ends with him. It ends with him putting his foot in his mouth. It sounds like.
The city of, the city of Radiant. I mean, the city of Radiant was built for them to arrive at that place to fulfill the prophecy.
You
So,
know, the
yeah, there's-
backdrop of the interview.
No, it wasn't. Wait, hold on. Wait. What did he just say? The city of Reno was. Hold on. That's incorrect.
City of Radiant. I mean, the city of Radiant was built for them to arrive at that place to fulfill the prophecy. So, yeah, there's a lot for the audience this season.
Yeah.
I mean, it was physically built.
Was
as
built
a
for
set
them-
piece for them to go and fulfill a prophecy, but it wasn't built for them to fulfill a prophecy in the
So is that what he's saying? Is they built it so he could fulfill the prophecy?
Yeah.
Because that's not like what like
Why are you
saying
building
that
the
the
city
ideal
here?
like
We're
I
building
take
it
that
so
as
that-
he's saying I think he's saying he's like, why have we built this city? There's going to be a prophecy that needs to be. We're not going to live here. We're just going to build a city in the middle of nowhere for prophecy. See, it's like what? No, like that's wrong. Like no, it's just no.
What does this
okay,
prophecy
but whatever.
entail?
You know.
The world's gonna end, but not really. Can we stop this?
So that's it. So he's done. All right. So that guy's done. So let's see. We're gonna go to Land Pitts real quick because this guy is my new favorite guy. So let's see what Land Pitts has to offer real quick. I can't wait for this one. So Land Pitts. I'll do let's do the Rafe one. We'll see. There's plenty of these. So let's see what he has to say about. I don't even know, man. I can't.
Morning, good morning.
Oh, Rafe Pitt.
Great name. We love it.
I know.
I
I love it too.
With all the knickknacks in the back of his
Land
camera, he
Pitts.
couldn't
I
afford a
said
good
Rafe Pitts.
microphone.
I'm sorry.
Amazon couldn't send him out.
I don't understand what is Land Pitts in reference to? Why not Land Peas
Land Piss
or Land Nips like you suggested?
Yeah.
Lamb piss? Lamb piss. No. Shit. Okay. Well, we're turbo moding it. Some guy. Yeah, this is him. This guy is the 7th subscriber Chad. He's my idol. I'm not sure how he got this interview, but I guess he works for Prime, I guess. And
He doesn't
let's
even
see
have
what
a
he,
map of
let's see his
Randland
interviewing
in the
chops.
back.
How about it? Let's get the
He
closed
doesn't even
caption.
have a map of Randland. How did he get an interview?
I mean, he's got a fan up there. You know, he's got a fan up there. You know, there's Wonder Woman.
He doesn't even have the books in the back.
There's he's got his elliptical machine because he works out.
I can tell.
Let's see what else. That's his porn right there. You see the porn right here? This is his porn stack. I think he should have moved that. But you know, I mean, he's proud of it. Like I can't begrudge a guy liking his stack. What in hell is going on with Sam? Sam, wellness check, Sam. Am I still all choppy? It looks like I am.
A little.
All right, I have to leave you guys and reset my computer. My computer is dying. He had 0 subscribers before he started posting these videos, and one of them is Nerporial. Do you think you can? We got 50 people here. I hate that I'm choppy. Can you hold down the fort for a second, and I will try and reset everything?
I can, yes.
Yeah, you good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully, I can get back all of my tabs. Uh, we'll see. I guess if I just quit out.
He does look like a mirror Wraith. Yeah. It's not stilled, Trip. Correction. He would be gentled since he is a man. Fake fan. Oh, yeah. I was only pretending. Oh, just kidding. I am the captain now. I am the captain. Take what off? You know. You know, Max, I've debated trying to insert myself, but I don't think I have the mental fortitude. I don't think I have the mental fortitude at all. The Twitter posts are actually mind boilingly horrible. Like, there was one where the guy compliments the actors for looking left and right during the scene before they betray Suwon as good acting.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So I lost all my freaking tabs. So give me a second.
Yeah.
Will's coming in.
Will was trying to get me to take off my shirt and pull like a Magic Mike moment.
Awesome. You should do it. All right.
I can ask Trip if she has a pole I could borrow.
Let's see. We got land pits. Good. I guess I'll just go into my history. I don't know why it didn't just bring up everything. I hate when it does that. There's Radio Times.
Magic
Mike. I'll bring them up as we go. I guess I'll go through my history again. What's up, man? You're just in time for land pits.
You guys.
All right, here comes land pits again. All right.
Oh yeah,
so,
you're better. You're still good. I don't see any choppy.
I'm better. Okay. I don't know what the hell that was. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good.
Yep,
man.
that's right. Yeah, Felix, that's right. True. Thanks. I have nothing better to do, so that's cool. I agree. Let me get set here. Okay. Sorry, getting back up and running, guys. All right, there we go. All right. So let's check out. Let's see what his interviews. Hopefully, have you? You said you've watched these, right?
I've only seen
Some of
snippets.
them.
So I don't know if he's like is he the best interviewer ever?
No. No, he's not.
Oh yeah, there you go. See, yeah. Thanks, Nate. That's all good. I don't. It's one of those things. Like I just obviously I'm like this is happening more and more. So obviously I'm pissing off the right people. So that's good. I see it as a good thing. We seem to be getting more and more interaction from people that are mad at me for actually talking shit. So it's like I don't. I guess I should
Hey,
go
man.
into Dusty Wheel and start talking shit to them about liking the show. But whatever. All right, moving
That
on.
would mean subjecting yourself to the dusty wheel. So
That's true. Look, it's one of those things. Like all
you
right.
sacrifice a lot for this channel, man, but that might be too far.
Hey, it's all good. I'm just gonna let him waste his breath. And
Listen,
that's okay.
Felix, at some point it's gonna be only us watching the show if they keep on losing 70% of their audience. I don't know.
Hey, we're having fun. You're the only one that's angry right now, so it's like and that's it. So I'm good. We're moving on. I don't need to pay any more attention, so it's all good. We look. If you can see, we have 47 people here on my small little nothing channel, and we're having fun because we're all friends. So it's all good. So go enjoy the show. It's fine. I don't know why you're so mad. Go ahead. All right, here we go.
Morning, great name. We love it.
Let's see. Let's get the closed captioning up and move it along here. Because some of those articles, we need to get to some of the articles because some of the articles are we're going to get some more information out of them. So,
I know. I know too.
all right.
So Lanfear is one of my favorite characters. I think I love her almost as much as I love
How? How is Lanfear anybody's favorite character?
Well, Lanfear is one of his favorite characters because it's one of his favorite characters, and also, they I don't know. I Lanfear, whatever. It's whatever. It's just liking the bad guys. That's the world we're in right now. But also, it does help that the actress is here. So I am curious if with every interview he says like, Perrin's one of my favorite characters.
Would be elite.
Min is one of my favorite characters. Well, I don't think did Min get any interviews? Probably not. Okay.
That's what she wants and how to get it. And how to get it is pretty awful.
She knows what she wants and how to get it.
Yeah, all she has to do is put out apparently and offer her a place to sleep.
Yeah, right.
I guess.
Yeah, if a woman being able to get what she wants by sleeping with somebody makes her an interesting character. Oh
Yeah,
boy, I don't know what that says about your personal life, Land Pitts, but
wait, what is we really should be criticizing the Dusty Wheel for betraying the books. They have done huge disservice to Jordan's work. It's true, but look, it's one of those. Felix, I know you're trying to get me to ban you. I'm not gonna. So you can keep yelling into the wind. It's all good, man. Have at it. It's all good. All right, here you go.
And we're slowly learning, surely getting to know more of the Forsaken. How would you describe how she sees herself among the 13?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, we know, or do we know at this stage? We come to know perhaps.
I can barely hear her.
Yeah, all these Forsaken, they want to be the one in control. So it is like getting a very dark toddler group together and trying to take charge, and each one doesn't trust the other. And so Lanfear has those traits, I think, just as the others do. But
Okay, she's not wrong. So at least she has a grasp of the character. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, no, she's actually right. So yeah, maybe she has read the book.
she's so right that Lanfear willingly sides with Rand and prays to the light in order to screw over.
Yeah, true. But I'm actually surprised because that's a pretty fair description of Forsaken and Lanfear in general. So, I'm actually impressed with her. So we'll keep going.
I think there's more human in her than a few of the other Forsaken.
I don't know about that though.
I think that there's a humanity you can maybe just about empathize with or come to empathize with in the season.
There we go.
No.
Okay, so now we've taken a swift right turn into misunderstood Lanfear, and we're going to save her soul. Is that what we're doing?
That appears to be the case. Yes.
So we're gonna have misunderstood Lanfear who redemption. So we're gonna have redemption Lanfear stealing ink charge redemption, and there we go. Well, great, love it.
Because if there's anybody that this story needed to redeem, it's Lanfear.
Well, we're gonna get to see more and more, right? Because we're gonna have her past where it's not her fault, she didn't drill the bore and all that stuff, right? So
I just want the redemption arc of Semiurge. Oh, that's gonna go.
Oh,
way-
Semirog, yeah, Semirog,
Yeah.
the torturer of the devil, yeah, she's fully gonna be saved. If she's even I would, if they may cut Semirog, which
They're
is
not
crazy.
gonna cut the one black woman Forsaken. There's no way.
Who
They're
knows,
getting
man?
canceled after this season. They're
That's
not gonna
true.
make it.
I don't think they can jam it all in there, right? So yeah, all right.
He certainly thinks she's the best amongst them, as many of them do.
Right, exactly.
The best thing about them is they each think they should be Nameless because each of them 100% believes in their version of the world, and that includes Lanfear too.
And I think because the way that I think she's more human than a lot of them, or the way that she holds herself in space and her interactions with the two Riverfolk and Brand. And yeah, I think that's also why she feels that she's the best leader. Yeah.
How is she more human? I don't understand.
Unclear.
Why are we applying that she's more human than is she Ishi sells cars for a living,
right?
I mean, how much more human can you get?
Who would be the most human of the Forsaken? I guess it would be
Asmodean.
Asmodean, yeah.
Asmodean is a musician. Musicians
Asmodean,
are
yeah,
barely human.
Well,
even
I
the ones
mean,
that aren't trying to destroy
Asmodean's also he just wants to be immortal and play his fucking lute, right? So I think that's and he almost becomes human, before he's ultimately taken care of, right? So.
So at Rafe at New York a few years ago, New York Comic Con, you had Q&A, and then I was the guy they cut off right before. And while I finally get to ask this question,
we get to make it
yes. So the IO culture is so vast. There's that scene in The Shadow Rising where it's Moraine, Egwene, and I think Nynaeve learning all about the IO with the Wise Ones. Now we've covered JATO in passing. So what is the most challenging thing about the IO world you wanted to convey without it just being a straight up info dump?
I think that their honor system is one of the most important things to them. It's different than traditional honor systems that we've seen.
Go ahead. What?
Do we remember how they told us through visual storytelling how JATO works in season 2?
Oh, what, the violent beating?
Yeah,
Violent beating of a fellow sister? Yeah, I remember the violent beating.
You weren't even there, and we will beat you because you weren't babysitting another spear.
Yeah,
sister.
you actually dishonored somebody by not protecting them, even though actually protecting them and not fighting their own fight is actually dishonoring them. So, in fact, not being there to defend them and take over their fight for them is actually honoring them. What you're beating her up for is for not dishonoring her, because defending her would imply that she's weak.
Yes, they jumped her like a bunch of black chicks in the cafeteria because she let somebody die.
She let somebody die, yeah, because she wasn't. Yeah, whatever.
TV or read in books before, so I feel like getting that across, we try to do it because you don't want to info dump it. So what we try to do as much as we could is with every single IEL character on the show, because we have some IEL characters who are also not in the ways that every time you see an IEL character, you feel like you understand what their system of honor is in the world and what they believe in, and just trying to be repetitive and consistent with it so that the audience starts to think, oh, I know what an IEL would do or not do in this situation. And if we can get that across, and I think we do through the season, that you start to understand the IEL, and then as you're kind of seeing them through Rand's eyes and Egwene's eyes, then you start to also feel like you know what it means to be IEL. And so we've worked really hard on doing that throughout the season. We have a couple of tricks up our sleeves.
So apparently we're going to get lots of beatings.
Right. I mean, that's the question that I would ask then is every time an Aiel dies, their battle buddy gets the shit beat out of them? Because that's what they've communicated so far.
Right. That's the only thing that's been communicated about JATO is that if you, in your sister's or other Aiel's eyes, don't accomplish said goal, you get a beating.
I don't think we've even established why they use spears instead of swords and swords.
I don't. Well, are they? Yeah, I mean, are they going to? I mean, we're not getting the Aiel. I mean, it doesn't seem like we're getting the Aiel pass. We're getting Rand's pass. So, I mean,
nope. You're getting the Aiel pass.
Oh, are we? How are we doing that?
Episode 4. It's going to be a whole bunch of Rand ancestors. He's talking about how he's playing 7 characters and
Yeah, but that's
he
Rand's
has to get
past, not the
prosthetics.
that's Rand's past, not the Aiel past. Like that I don't think we're gonna. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we get into the whole Jin Aiel thing. I don't know that we're going to. I think we're just gonna deal with Rand's, different passes, Lewis Theron or possible pass. So we'll see. But like, I don't actually know that we're going to get into the Jin Aiel at all. But I mean, we may. I don't know. We'll see. It sounds like he spends a lot more time in Visions than he does actually as Rand in this season, but that could be a few episodes. Who knows, right? I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's about it for this one. Yeah. So
he gets to ask 2 questions.
Well, it seems like that's what everybody gets, right? So Jay, are you still here? Which Rafe one was it that you were? Jay really wanted me to go over Rafe Judkins one. I don't know which one it was he was talking about. Let me see if I can pull up my history again and get some of the articles that I missed, because there's a few Dragon Mount ones. Let's see here. I think it was the Nerdist one that
the Nerdist one has a longer Rafe interview, if I remember correctly, and then we get to find out based on from Reactor Mag that apparently Rand was cheating on Egwene while boning Lanfear. So
Wait,
that was fun.
Hold on. Okay, so the Dragon Mount one. All right, I had that one up or queued up. I had Dragon Mount. We can do that. We gotta bring Dragon Mount back up. There it is. Okay. All right, cool. Sorry, I'm getting there. I apologize. All right, interview with Rafe. Is that the one? Yeah, okay. I got it. All right, let me set this up. Gotta deal with the ad. Whoa. This is a 6-minute. Dragon Mount got extra time. Either that or they added an ad in there somewhere. Who knows? All right. Oh, shoot. That's wrong. Sorry, guys. Working on it. Here we go. So I guess we're just going to listen to these instead of going to the articles, but I don't know. We'll recap some of the articles here in a minute, I guess. All right. So Dragon Mount. Here we go. Is this the one, Jay, you're talking about? Okay.
There's more
me too.
cleavage in this
Me
shot
too,
than we
Yunan.
get.
Me too, Yunan. From everything.
There's more cleavage in the shot than we've gotten in the entire show combined.
I don't know. I mean, Alana's got some of those.
That's true.
little
Alana's got some fun bags.
Yeah, true. All right. So let's see here.
Say if you had 4 minutes with Ray Judkins, showrunner for Review of Time.
I would say, how dare you? Why didn't you read the books? Why didn't you make an adaptation that looks anything like the books at all? That was about 30 seconds, right? Okay, so we don't need to see all the preamble. So she got a one-on-one. All right, here we go. Patreon.
Shout out to Amazon for letting us take part in the press junket. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, Ray. First off, thank you so much for how kind you were to Humberto and the CCXP when they
It
talked.
was so sweet. We love spending time with them. Maddie.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it so very much.
It was so sweet. I'm so excited.
All right, I'm going to give Rafe some credit here. Rafe has lost some weight.
Has he?
Yep.
He
was like a real big.
Two wise ones.
Oh yeah. He's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, it's
He's
all
lost
the
a lot of
cocaine.
weight. Yeah.
Or the bug.
Well, he's looking more like he did when he actually got the show, right? Now, I feel like after I don't know, he was looking pretty big. So yeah, you're right. He has lost quite a bit. So good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him for that. Yeah.
That was my one nice thing about Rafe Judkins through 3 seasons. I've said it. There
you go. Yeah. He's definitely getting more. Yeah, he's definitely lost a lot. So
We're just announcing to have swapped abilities to channel versus just dreamwalking. We even got confirmation just to clarify to make sure that.
wait, what did she just say?
She's talking about a
God, I'm gonna have to slow. I'm gonna have to slow her down. She's talking so fast. Okay.
Recognized from the press release that the 2 wise ones that were just announced seem to have
Damn,
swapped
this
abilities
bitch
to
doesn't
channel
even have
versus
Wheel of
just
Time stuff behind
dreamwalking.
her.
We even got
Okay, so we've swapped. Yeah. Okay.
confirmation, just to clarify to make sure that it was correct. What would you like to tell the fandom to help them understand the changes that have been made other than watch and find out?
Are we going to have an explanation other than just, well, those are two names of two Aiel, and we can't have every Aiel, so we just did the thing. All right,
Yavin, yes, but that's not Critter.
Yeah, I don't think that's
different member of that subgender.
I know that's your arch nemesis, but yeah.
Which was that we needed to condense Baron Amos into one character, essentially. And so
Baron Amos?
Yeah, so they don't have Amis in this.
Sorry, God, I'm gonna kill my internet provider. Yeah. So Amis isn't gonna be in it. Cool.
Yep.
She is Amos and Bear combined, and so it felt important for the Amos side of the character that she be able to channel, and I think that relationship with Egwene. But we loved the idea that one of the wise ones who was really proficient in dreamwalking couldn't channel, and so that became Melane's character trait. So it's like it's not really it's a technical change from the books, but it's more about keeping the Amos character alive in Bear, and then keeping alive this idea that one of them can't channel, because I really like that.
Yes, well, we like that too. We appreciate.
So why not just have it be Amis?
Because they need the former former Malkieri Aiel maiden as well.
Oh, the queen of Malkier.
Yep,
Lan's older sister, who is actually the queen of Malkier. So Lan is not the king of Malkier. Is that exactly? Or as Aldan would like to call her, Jane Farstrider.
There you go.
Is that what you're talking about? Okay, all right.
Fiction, so nobody will yell as much. Hopefully,
This is what she used part of her 4 minutes for.
Steve, she doesn't get to pick the question. Amazon gives her the question.
Were there specific moments in the books that you felt were essential to highlight in Rosamund and Sophie's?
Rosamund and Jesus Christ!
Like, this has to be so bizarre if you're not in this cult. Like, why would you call them by the actress's first name? Why are you calling by the actress's name at all? Call them by the character name.
What was essential for Moraine and Suan's characters? Well, what was essential about, like, I don't know, some of the main characters, but I guess none of that's essential. Because like Moraine isn't like, look, Moraine ain't even main. Like she's like, you have your tiers. You got Rand, you got the boys, you got Matt and Perrin, then you got all the Nynaeve, Egwene, Elaine, all of them, and then you got Moraine down here. So it's just like, yeah, okay.
Portrayal of Moraine and Swan.
Oh, that's interesting. I think one of the most important scenes that we sort of focused on, especially in the first season, was this scene that they have at the top of the second book, where you kind of peel back the curtain suddenly and see, oh, these two are working in cahoots with each other, kind of, and realize that this Amelin seat that we've seen is so high above everything has some relationship with Moraine that we don't fully understand. And then I think outside of that, a lot of what we took was from actually their relationship in New Spring, which has so much.
Oh yeah, I remember the New Spring episode where she teleports to a hut in the middle of nowhere to have sex with Moraine.
Yeah. Well, so it's all. So we've taken the line "pillow friends," right, and then we've just decided to run with it, and that's I like.
Yeah,
still when people
they're plotting into aftercare pillow talk after sex.
Still when people ask me why we do this is why. Just the blatant lying about like stuff that's in the books. Like it's not there. Trip is blowing a gasket. How about that they are trying to save the world instead of their sexual orientation? Thank you, Trip.
But yeah, did you notice in season 2, it was after they had sex that she told her that she found the Dragon Reborn, not before.
I guess I didn't even think about that. You're right. Holy moly. Holy Moses. All right.
Of the richness between them and their care for each other and, like their love for each other. That was really like the key places we were pulling from for their
their love for each other. Yeah, why it's weird. Swan did get a letter from Moraine, did she? This dude named Tom
Yeah,
got a
right.
letter from her, right? Yeah. If they were so in love, you think like when she found out she was gonna die, she'd, maybe write her a letter saying, I love you. Oh,
Yep.
but the musician got that one. Okay, my bad. Sorry. I'm wrong here, right? Okay.
Their relationship and sort of like, operating under the idea that maybe their relationship is that close in the books, but we just don't hear about it as fully.
Yeah.
No, you lying
No.
fuck.
No, once again, we'll go back to letter went to Tom Maryland, not to Suhan Sanche. That's all the evidence. That's all the evidence you need to know that that's not how they feel in the books. Look, they may have shacked up in the tower because, well, that's fine. It's like college, sure, but that's all. Like, let's cut it out, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. What is a question that you've been hoping somebody would ask because you have a perfect answer that you know people will want to know?
Oh, that's really interesting. There's actually people have been good today about asking so many.
Yes, they do. They do spend 2 minutes and 15 seconds of their allotted 6 minutes and 15 seconds making an extremely unfunny joke about spoilers.
Yes. Is it Ruscomania? Ruscomania. Good. Thank you for being here. Yeah, ambiguity is better. Yep. We don't need to see it. It's fine if it's implied that they were pillow friends and that it's fine. We don't need to have graphic detail because all those sex scenes in the Wheel of Time. Right? But also this also lends to you saying they were given the questions to ask. Everybody has been so good about asking the questions that we gave them to ask.
Questions.
Dude,
I wish someone had asked.
Go ahead.
Unironically, if someone had pulled an ambush question, like,
dude,
hey, how come your main characters are so underdeveloped?
What were we gonna say, Artie?
Repeat that question.
I was just asking what.
No,
he's messing with you. He's saying how funny would it be if somebody.
Oh no, I got sorry, a little slow on the uptake. I since I've been having internet problems, I wasn't sure if I was having internet problems.
No.
Oh. All right, here we go, dude. And that's that's sort of a stretch. I don't know if we could call those graphic, but I mean, it's the closest we get, right? But yeah, true.
Exactly which Forsaken we're going to put on screen and when, because then I would tell them, but no one asked.
Oh, and now I'm out of questions. Dang it, Rafe! I should have started with that. Well, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a.
She didn't ask any questions.
She asked what scenes from the book did you draw for Soirain shipping to happen? That was her question.
Well, and then her last question was, what question do you wish somebody asked?
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes, it was a non-question question.
I love those questions.
What the fuck was that? Well, and I'll answer that question. It would be good if you put one of the Forsaken that we know on the screen and start there. Maybe should we just wheel right into fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's do it. We're on Dragon Mount. Let's get through it.
You want to answer this one, man? Or are we ignoring the haters?
Well, yeah, I mean, we can go once. I don't really, I don't.
I guess
do you? Okay, I'll read it because I'm tired of this. Do you guys just don't want LGBT representation? Yes, there are none in the books, but the world has changed a bit since the books were released. If not Moraine and Swan, who would you be okay with?
Is there none in the books?
There's some in the books.
Oh, is there? Really? Is it just not Swan and Moraine?
Well, there's a
we're kids.
Yeah, I mean, there's a modicum of stuff, and there's a couple of like throwaway side characters that are Like it's not emphasized. So when you say representation, is the question, do they need to be a focus of the plot? In that case, the answer is no. I would argue that Moraine and Sawan, as represented in the books, is B representation. There are several lesbian and gay characters, but they're not the focus of the book. So, as far as going out of the way to show LGBT representation, no, that's not a priority. My priority would be telling the story of the books. So, if you think that's a priority for television, I don't think anybody here agrees with you. Steve, am I out of line here?
No, you're fine. No, you couldn't have said it better myself. It's always the thing that gets thrown about because I want my characters to act like my characters. That I don't want. I look. It just. I'm just tired of having to just defend myself and be called a bigot because I don't like the fact that Moraine's whole relationship with Tom has been nuked. Moraine's whole life basically seems to revolve around Suan. I just and that's probably a little bit going far. She's doing other things, obviously, but I just why I object to changes for change's sakes. That's what I don't like. Is I just it's like you have what Moraine and Suan, then you have Alana with her two warders. The two warders like each other more than Alana, to where they're holding hands all the time and whispering in each other's ears. It's just like
I would just like to ask, what are we gaining versus what are we losing if we just stuck to Robert Jordan's story or changed it to add representation? Like, what actually fundamentally changes besides some people feel happier because they see themselves?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's like, where are the Ashermen? Where's the male channel of representation? Are we gonna get that? Like, I just like, I don't know. Like, we can. I hate being the bad guy because I want my story to be like my story.
And like, people will complain that if you don't like it, don't watch it. But if you care so much about representation, why don't you watch a show that's all about representation, like all the other ones that are out there? Like, watch Euphoria. Euphoria is all about that. Why do we have to
just make look? If you want to have like make a fantasy show, just don't call it Wheel of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's fine. Like that's all. I just it's jammed in there where it's jammed in there, and it changes the characters and all the things. Like, we talk about all the things we can't fit in because we've made we there's too much to fit in. We can't fit it all in, so we have to be rigid. So instead, you don't put any of it in, you change everything. It's like, if you're just going to do that, just call it Random Fantasy Show.
Mm-hmm. And I completely honestly do want an answer to like what, like I've yet to hear a compelling argument to what fundamentally changes by introducing more modern sex gender dynamics to a story that's already pretty much flawless. I don't.
Yep.
I mean, it's baffling to me that this Wheel of Time has, like, we've talked about it a million times. And I know people like to say it's not a matriarchy, but there's so many strong women that lead nations and are good people and good characters and do crazy cool things. I know, we all have our disagreements about which of the girls are our favorites and which ones annoy us, but we all have, Nynaeve is one of the best female characters that I think has been in fantasy. I love fucking Nynaeve. And it's one of those things, like, we've changed all that too. The strong women are like,
retarded.
Like, it's just, you have a series like Wheel of Time that already has it baked in, and we decided it's not enough. We have to do more.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, look, I don't have any, you know, I don't have any problem with anybody, but like, just don't mess. Why? Just don't call it the thing. It's like, it's just, it feels like that's the only thing that people come at me with these days. It's not, it's, well, do you not like gay people? It's like, it has nothing to do with it. Zero. And it's just like, you know, I'm tired of it. Like, is that all you have to say? Because like the show is just garbage. Like, it, you know, and it, you know,
I've long maintained we deserve a better class of haters.
it's like, you know, my hatred for the first 11 minutes has nothing to do with anybody's romance.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any gay stuff for the first like 3 or 4 episodes.
I mean, there's not a ton in there, so why add it? Just so we can check the box?
Well, obviously.
I mean, that's that's the thing that I don't get, and then we're gonna move on. Is like, we're just checking a box. Why aren't you pissed that you're just being marginalized and just being a checked box? We gotta get this relationship in there. So let's just check that box. It's not done organically.
Had a word for it for a while. It's called tokenism. Do you want?
It's just not done organically. It's just you know. So you know, and you know, I'm pretty much at this point, fellas. Like, if I'm just sort of done answering that question. It's one of those. It's like I you know, I don't even think that they were being malicious. That's why we're sort of spending some time on it. I don't think it didn't sound like that was meant to be a mean question. So, you know, but I'm tired of being called a bigot because, you know, I'm not going to give you my life stats to tell you that that's so fucking funny to me that that you know that you know I don't need to defend myself to anybody that wants to call me names. So, you know, so I just want my story to be my story. I don't think it should be shoved in somewhere where it wasn't in the first place. Why does it need to be there? And I think Articus's question was the best one. Is I don't know. You put it better than I will. So you know,
like, I will honestly eat my words and say that there should be representation if you can give me a reason that as to why it adds any more depth or development or something missed in the original. And I've yet to see it.
No, Magdalene, and that's why we're talking about it. Like, I don't think it, and I totally believe that. I don't think you're being malicious. So, you know, and it was like, look, I've said it a million times too. You know, on this channel, anybody in the chat, if you like the show, then you like the show. I don't understand how you could like the show, but I am not like the like police. If you know, I enjoy some really bad stuff too. I know people that like it don't think it's bad, but like I'm not here to tell you what's good and what's bad. Like, you have your own opinion. The big reason I do this, and I've said this a million times, is because I don't feel like this adaptation is an adaptation at all. I think it's just they took the name, they took some places, and they took some names, and they called it Wheel of Time, and it has nothing else to do with it. So every time that we sprout off about how this one's going to be closer to the book, season 3 is going to be closer to the books than ever, and then we hear about Rand going through Roydion and not doing any of the stuff that he does in Roydion, they're just flat out lying. So, you know, I have no problem with LGBT people. My sister has been wed to a lovely woman for freaking like 7 years. So, fine. Like, you know, so, you know, if you like it, you like it. But, you know, I think your question, you know, the only reason we're talking about it and not ignoring you is because I don't think it was malicious. So I appreciate you asking a real question and being civil, because many of your counterparts are not. So I do appreciate it. And if you like the show, then our corner of the internet isn't going to hurt you. So that's all. To be honest, I really don't like. To be honest, I don't like many things in the show. Like, hate the Emmons Field are not the main characters. Instead, we get Moraine and Lana Waters. But I don't mind changing Moraine. And look, if it doesn't bother you, then that's fine. Like, again, I'm not. I'm not the boss of anybody. If it doesn't bother you, then that's cool. Like, yeah, that's fine. I would rather see Moraine have all this stuff with Tom. And frankly, more Tom than
Tom.
have a shoe-heeled relationship between Suan and Moraine. That's all. I because Tom and Moraine like are great in the book. I just I think
you've
they've
said your
been
piece,
murdered.
man. You've said your piece. Play the video.
Copy that. All right, moving on. All right, here we go.
4 minutes with Marcus Rutherford and Donald
I can skip most of this. All right, here we go. Let's get to here. All right, cool.
Again, thank you so much for taking time to do this. I'm going to start with Donald. You are absolutely incredible in Hadestown, and thank you for signing my book.
Hadestown? Is that where they are?
I don't know.
Or is that a movie he's in?
I'm assuming that's a movie or a show that he's in.
Is unique in its choice to allow the actors to use their native accents, and then in contrast to that,
Did I speed this up already? I did. Okay, I couldn't tell. That was just her.
and Two Rivers accent. Is then also you have to
Wait, Two Rivers accent? Whatever, it's not
speak
important.
that old tongue in that accent so smoothly. The parts of season 3 that I've seen show so much more extensive use of this balance. What was the hardest part about?
Wait. I have to go back. Hold on.
The UK version of Hadestown is unique in its choice to allow the actors to use their native accents. And then in contrast to that, your Matt Cawthon, Two Rivers accent is then also you have to speak that old tongue in that accent so smoothly. The parts of season 3 that I've seen show so much more extensive use of this balance. What was the hardest part about working with an accent and a completely different language?
Do you know what? I feel a little bit kind of liberated when we're working with when the character has an accent, because I think if you're kind of thinking through like an internal monologue or something, like your internal thought process, that you hear it in a different way, so you kind of hear.
I don't get like he's talking as Matt. Like Matt doesn't talk like him. He's putting on like an English act, like an American. I don't know if it's English American. Like is the question? Is it hard to talk English? No, I'm being like I don't understand.
There's
the
also
question.
nothing. There's also nothing worse in all of the world than a Broadway performance depicting a classical play in which nobody uses an accent and they all talk in their same accent. Like at that point, you're just reading lines and hanging out with your buddies. Like this, I guess that's what he was doing in this Hadestown thing. But as far as the show having accents, I don't. Rand and Matt talk nothing alike. Perrin and Matt talk nothing alike. Like,
it's like, hey, you have to drop. I guess is he Scottish or Irish? I don't know whatever his normal accent is. It's like you have to talk without your accent. Is that hard? It's like, well, yeah.
Isn't that
right? I mean, it's part of right. It's like, well, yeah, it can be.
What the fuck is an old tongue accent? You need to like. Is he just like talking in the old tongue? Like, that's not an accent. That's a different language,
dude. I'm sorry. He completely boned the line on the bridge fight with 5 Shan Chan versus the 8 heroes. He totally like. I feel bad for Dovey. Doveyonde se Tovius again. Shout out to you, buddy. But he totally fucked that line up. So moving on.
Hear how they see the world, and it's got to be different from your own voice, so you kind of start to move like degrees of separation away from yourself. So I enjoy working in accents, and also it's like normally like the accent is kind of born out of like a necessity, not just like a placement. And with this, you know, when it comes to the as evidence, but like she knew, given the way that it was written, what the flow of a sentence. This is where you want.
Jesus fucking Christ.
in this season, especially with some new cast members, including Perrin's Falcon. She is a very divisive character in the books, especially for her treatment of Perrin at times. How have you found that to play out on screen?
It's been amazing, man. I knew everyone was kind of like anticipating Fael as a character that even as a parent, I was kind of, so excited.
Sorry, how do we know Fael is a Falcon, and how do we know he's getting a Falcon and could get a Falcon or a Hawk? How do we know this?
What's a Falcon?
Yeah, what's the importance of the Falcon?
I guess this promotional material is for book readers only.
I guess. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Characters along his journey, and I felt like they'd all kind of given him something to reflect about himself, whether it be the Twathan or Elias or the Shanarans or Avienda. But they
okay, so don't kill anybody. It's not your pack, and be terrible at fighting. Avienda, fighting tactics. Get in a circle and you win. There you go.
kind of felt like there was someone who was, almost going to sort of slap him into shape a little bit and tell him what's right. And Isabella is incredible. She's amazing. She brings a new energy to the show, which I think is really tricky to do at this stage. Yeah, I heard, some people have thoughts about Fael, and she was like, oh, they might not like me, all this kind of stuff. But she's incredible. She makes her so strong and so fierce, but so affable at the same time. And I think people are going to be really, really excited about that. There's, this kind of big gentle giant and this sort of like pocket rocket kind of energy that kind of works when we're doing chemistry tests for that character. She just kind of came in and everyone was just like.
This is the most like inane like media speak I've ever heard. Like it's just like perfectly forgettable. Like even hearing it, I'm having trouble focusing because it's like it's just the tone of this is nonsense. I don't need to listen to it.
It's just word salad. Like it's just like she's great, she's great, she's great. Fierce, Fael. People don't like her in the books.
She's from
It's
Barcelona.
I just.
And it's kind of just like works.
Well, that's not fair. Some people like her. The only thing they got right is Fael is a divisive character. So you either love her or hate her. That seems to be where it is.
Yeah,
so.
she's amazing. I think all those kind of moments from from the books and the little kind of thing she has with the beard. I don't know. There's so much there that it's so sweet and so
things she had.
Okay. Fun to play with. As in the Shadow Rising and the other books that hopefully all the book fans relate to.
Oh, I'm so very excited. Thank you again so much for this time.
That was it. Okay. Well, drag him out. Failing.
Always known for its hard-hitting journalism, continues to live up to its expectations.
So I have this Nerdist. I don't know if there's any better interviews, but I have this Nerdist article. This is one Staplebow shared with me.
What Up also did interviews. If you're interested,
who did they talk to?
He spoke to Daniel Henney and.
Oh, What Up? I can't do him. I can't. Unless there's something in there that you guys want me to. I can't do that guy.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
I feel like What Up is one of those guys that deserves a better show. Like he works really hard on those videos.
He does.
And it's like you should hate this show more than any of us because you work harder on your videos than I have to imagine anybody. Like you deserve better, man. But he's just such a shill. It's upsetting.
No, I don't. How long are his interviews?
There, let me bring him up. I'll tell you what. I'll look it up.
We could go back to Land Pitts.
Land Pitts.
Who now has 8 subscribers? You know what? Let's go back to Land Pitts. Dude, the guy we got to get him up to 10. All right, let's get Land Pitts up to 10, guys.
So his interview with the two is 15 minutes long.
With who?
With Daniel. So
he got 15 minutes. Wow. Yeah. Wow. With Daniel Henney and who?
Hang on. Let me watch through this because a lot of these are. A lot of his are like just people talking. Right, okay, so these are pretty long.
Who do you want? Articus. Who are we going for? Perrin and Donald and Marcus, Ayula and is it Sarah? Sarah? I don't like Sarah, Daniel Henney and Suwan, or Roseman and Joshua. Who are we going for? Who do we want to see the pits? This is the pits. The pits are short interviews. So
You know what? I wouldn't mind looking at Elaine a little bit longer.
yeah, I was gonna say we haven't got one of them yet. So maybe we
I need
go.
to look
Elaine and Avianda's relationship in the books.
Okay, here we go. So, man, he just went right into it. All right.
In fairness, this is his first ever YouTube video, so maybe we cut him a break.
True.
It is just hilarious that Amazon couldn't send him a proper mic either to do this.
It's the weirdest thing that he got these interviews, but whatever. Okay, here we go.
Elaine and Avianda's relationship in the books was so close, and it was such an interesting fit. You had this princess and this warrior, and you can see Avienda going out of her comfort zone to express her emotions with Elaine. Why do you think this relationship works so well, and how it possibly evolves into season 3?
Toilet wine.
I think the relationship works so well because even though these two women are from entirely different worlds, entirely different upbringings, they have a really united sense of honor and duty, and they really understand each other on that level. And
no, they don't.
They spend I was going to say their lack of understanding each other is.
I just had a funny. You know how Pips was saying that he wished Wheel of Time was just a giant parody.
Yeah.
Funnier.
Well,
and I was thinking of the accent comment and how she has like a high British accent, the actress.
Yeah.
It would have been funny to have crap, I can't even remember the name of the city because it's never shown in the show. Andor. It would be funny for the noblemen to have this high English accent, and then all the Edmonds Fielders have like the backwater Welsh, like you can't understand a thing they're saying. So when they finally meet, you could tell they're from some backwater countryside. It would have been hilarious.
I feel like Gowan gets hate because of Egwene more than Gowan, but you know. Moving on. Yeah, most of the books they spend not understanding each other at all, and trying to figure out each other, and then they do. Right? It's like that's what makes it interesting. So,
Magdalena, I would be strongly willing to bet against you there. I don't think the show has said a single good thing about Matt Cawthon so far. So that would be a strong deviation from established patterns.
He's been a bad man in every past life of his. In every
it's true. He's been a shitbag.
Yeah, he hasn't. We'll see. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it sounds like he spends the first episode drinking out of the horn of the lyre, which, I guess somehow he has back. I guess we'll see. All right.
And I think that really brings them both together, and it is something that they really admire in the other, and it's a real beautiful point of connection for them. And
they all admire how they're both honorable. Okay.
It helps their relationship to each other develop.
Yeah, I agree. I think, I think there's more in their core of who they are. They have more in common than not, and I think they're also two people who are hungry for knowledge and understanding, and because of that, there's an intelligence between them and a desire to understand what they don't understand and to kind of gain insight. And I think, it's just a really beautiful relationship in the books, and I'm excited for it to come to screen in the way that it is.
Yeah. We finally meet Queen Morghese and the royal family here coming into season 3. And Elaine, you see her feel torn because she was this fish out of water, and now she's swimming really well in the tower. If you had to choose for Elaine, where would you put her?
Oh, wow.
How about what? God, fuck.
I think that is the question of the season. I think if I had to choose for her, I think I'd love to choose a path of exploring her own destiny, and what that looks like for her. I think she does that in her own unique way of keeping her duty to Andor, but also exploring and pushing the boundaries of what that is. And I think it's in the aid of becoming a better queen. I think in the future she will benefit from exploring these other worlds and putting herself in more dangerous situations, because she's always going to learn more from that.
Yeah, and Ayula, I mean, it was pretty much reserved to like this one part with pretty much with Perrin, but now she gets to really interact with this big open world. Was there something you may have read the books or may not, but was there like a character that you really was excited to interact with just for a character's sake going into season 3?
I'm
I'm
yeah, I
sort
mean, I
of
think that
speechless. I
all
don't
of the
know.
characters are. There's so many great characters that to shows and as characters to get to work with anyone is always really exciting. But I think that the kind of journey of going back to the waste meant that I got to spend a lot more time with like Maddie and Rosamund and Daniel and Yasha and all of those kind of characters. I think that was a really that was a really like exciting kind of interesting change from
All right. Well, at least we found out she actually is going to the waste.
We did find out that.
That seems to be up in the air. Like, I don't know. There's not much there.
This
what?
This
Go
is
ahead.
making me racist, but against white people. Like watching this doofus like conduct this interview, like put on a fucking collared shirt, get a haircut. Like, what is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, it's been my complaint about everyone in these interviews is that they dress like slobs, and then even the actresses. I don't know how you could have a gay showrunner and yet have your actresses and actors in the worst attire ever, overfit, oversized, floppy, baggy pantsuits. Like who?
Where's okay? Seymour is this?
They have RJ's wife on call. I don't know why they don't just call her up and ask for some fashion advice. She did a lot for the books.
Right.
Let's see here. Where was why did he send me this? The law is clear. What? I feel like there was. Is this how? I thought this was a longer article. Apparently not, unless I got the wrong one. Was this the one that mentions Tyr? I think that might be why he did. We'll say, given the most real trailer, Robert Jordan's books, we'll focus a lot of time on our resource and seeing creating a room and pulling that off. He continued, either going to be the most beloved or most hated episode of the Wheel of Time because it's very strange. Indeed, Roydion's wild escape of the books. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fucked up, man. Of course, we do weird in Roydion, but we don't do the doorway. We'll see if I guess we should see. We'll see if we do the doorway. I don't know.
Do you? I don't know if you've seen it, Steve. Did you see that in the clip they showed the doorway? There was a orb to the right of the doorway.
No.
In the room with all the ter'angreal. So a lot of people are speculating that orb is the Choding call that Moraine takes to the waste.
She takes it to the waste? I thought she found it under Avasandora.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
It could just be people doing what they normally do and pulling a whole bunch of obscure things to make it related somehow to the books. But people were pointing out that there was an orb in the room with all the ter'angreal.
Great. Let's see here. Gosh, I thought there was something. Yeah, I thought there was something. What was in this article? I must have freaking lost it. A lot of our research, Roydion. Objects of power. I thought this was there's an article that I had that Sleepable sent me that they mentioned Tyr in, and I can't find it anymore. I don't know. There's not much in that one. What about those? Oh, hey, Sam, for $2, We Live Time. What the fuck? Mary Kill, Min, Elaine, and Avienda.
Kill Elaine, marry Min, bang Avi. I don't think there's any other.
We should be clarifying. Do you mean show or books first?
Yeah, that's yeah.
You know what? We got time. It's a whole $2. Let's do books first, Steve, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, books first. Hold on, I got to think about this one.
Elaine, bang.
I think Mary Min is an obvious one.
Yeah.
Mary Avienda.
Really?
Bang Elaine,
so
Min.
fuck Berlane. Mary Min. Kill Savannah. Fuck that bitch.
Oh, I would bang Savannah. If
I can't stand Savannah. I can't stand Savannah.
Yeah. So what about the show then? Who are you? What is the FMK on the show?
Can I kill my?
No, you can't kill yourself. Nor can you castrate yourself.
So hot Sedai. So I'm gonna marry. I guess I'll marry Elaine. Fuck hot Sedai, and kill Min.
That's fair.
Because Min is over, but you know, yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah, it's definitely kill Avienda. Wait, can you kill more than one?
No.
Kill Avienda, marry Elaine, bang Min with my eyes closed.
Is this a... No, that's not it. Junket. Sorry, I'm looking for this thing. I'm trying to find... I'm so pissed that I lost all my tabs. Did you... What were those...
If you want, I've got the Torres interview with Rafe. If you
Okay,
want to
cool.
pull
Yeah.
that one up while you're looking.
Yeah, sure. Give me... Yeah, you can do it, right? It'll let you do it?
Yes, but I'm terrible at StreamYard. So let me
okay.
let me try this. Present.
Oh wait, here I think this is it. This is it. Hold on, let's real quick. Major book changes. That's always a good. All right. Wheel of Time Rosenpike addresses major season 3 book change. There will be a debate about it. The upcoming season events adapt to Shadow Rising, so you say. Fans might notice a marked change in chronology. We haven't neglected the Stone of Tyr. We've just rearranged the order.
Oh, we should watch that. Yeah.
There'll be a debate about it, but instead of Rand, as you would expect, his next point in his journey is to go and get Kalendor from the Stone of Tyr. We are going to the Aiel Waste first because he needs to discover who he is.
No, he doesn't need to discover who he is. He needs to establish who he is. And he establishes who he is by taking the Stone of Tyr. Fucking retard.
Yeah, I said it before you got here, right? Is it Radio Times? Book 1, you know, the reader finds out he's the Dragon Reborn. Book 2, the world finds out he's the Dragon Reborn. Book 3, he proves to himself he's the Dragon Reborn. Book 4, he goes and gets an army and finds out, you know, you know what I mean? It's like, is it not up here?
Give me a second. Let me grab my extra monitor and I'll start sharing the reactor mag.
I can't find the. Is it Reactor Mag? I think I have that one. I think I have it. Let me check my thing. Sorry guys, I had all this stuff prepped and then my internet took a dump. So I don't know if the Radio Times interview is up anywhere. I can't find it anyways. All right, so we're looking for Reactor Mag. Reactor Mag. Sorry, I'll find it. I swear. I feel like Staplebow might have shared that one. I might be able to cheat. Radio Times.
Were you able to just click on the hyperlink they gave you?
I might be able to. Let me see. Yeah, I should be able to. So that's what it was. I was on the wrong frickin'. So the one Staplebow gave me was the wrong one, or no, Staplebow gave me the right one. I screwed it up. All right, is this a video or just reading? The Reactor Mag.
It's just reading.
Okay, cool. Let me.
Yep.
There it is. Oh, I was okay. You got it. Go ahead. Yeah, I had
Season
it up
3
too,
of Prime's video, Wheel of Time, is set to premiere in mere weeks. Reactor had the chance to talk with showrunner Rafe Judkins about some things, specifically around a certain relationship that he wanted to dig into more than what we read in Jordan's works. His response: I actually think the Rand and Egwene relationship this season is really interesting to me, and it's different than it was in the books. In the books, Egwene just has a really clean realization that she is ready to have a life without Rand, and they're both just like, okay, great, we'll see you on the flip side. Judkins wanted to dig into that dynamic a bit more, especially since the characters are aged up a bit in the show. We wanted to feel it a bit more and feel the pain, he said. Everyone knows
That's not
what
what
it's like
fucking happens.
Everyone knows what it's like to love someone, and I think they do love each other, but know that underneath that, there's something that just inevitably is never going to work. It's that feeling of love wrapped in nostalgia that you can never go back to what they were before. And I think seeing that play out across the season, I'm excited for it. It's not what happens in the books, but I think it's really true to both of these characters and feels right.
I'm so tired of them saying we change shit, but it's true to the characters. No, it's not. Rand and Egwene end amicably. It's actually it's crazy. They both come to the realization that they're like brother and sister at the same fucking time. And they go, "Oh,
Yes.
I love you, but I don't love you like that." It's like, "Oh, well fuck. Same. Awesome. Let's shake hands and I'm gonna go screw Elaine and kiss her in the hallway and stuff, and I'm glad we're good."
Yep.
Like,
I
is
also
there
love
anything more grown up than that? Like, no, we have to throw the CW drama in there.
Yep. I also love that this was such a popular item here on Reactor Mag that it got exactly 0 comments in the 18 hours since it's been posted.
Oh gosh. Okay, and now I have the real article from Staplebow. And then if there's another one you guys want me to watch, is there another video you guys wanted me to watch? I don't know, but
We could do the one up one, but
all right, Nerdist. While I don't want to be too much what's about this thing from the book, I do want to ask about the Stone of Tyr, especially with its role in the Aiel prophecy. We have, what can I say? We have a clear plan for the Stone of Tyr, and it's something that if we're lucky enough to continue, so confirmed, no Stone of Tyr season 3. So they don't have a plan for the Stone of Tyr. So I guess we're lucky enough we're not going to see the Stone of Tyr. You'll see how it plays out, but it's not been forgotten. You get a lot of dialogue about it this season. You hear the word Kalendor in season 3. Oh boy, you hear the word Kalendor. Wow.
The Easterest of Easter eggs.
Yeah, man. At the end of season 2, we learned Matt is a hero of the Horn. Sure he is. We know he is part of the Tanchico storyline in the show, not the books, with Nynaeve and Elaine. And what can we expect from his journey of season 3? Well, he eats a lot of ass, apparently. We were focused on this being a great season for Matt and giving him a lot of stuff to do. Sure. Especially with Donal Finn coming in and playing the role and him blowing the horn at the end of season 2. It was one of the biggest, people will what? It was one of the biggest, people will die, but it's one of the only big things changing from book 4 to this season. What are you talking about? All you've talked about is changes to the book. What? Especially in comparison with the changes we've made previously. It's the only thing moving out of the Aiel Way storyline. Except for everything Rand seems to do in Roydion. A big piece of that was a big piece of Rand's major relationship with the Aiel Waste is him dealing with Moiraine and Egwene. Yeah, that's Moraine shit in Roydion, definitely in the books. Then we also wanted to do the storyline of Lan teaching Rand to use a sword.
Better late than never, boys.
And so if suddenly Matt is there too, then Matt is fourth on the call sheet and it becomes much smaller, less important. So how about you remove all the Moraine bullshit and you add the character that actually has something to do in the Waste Inn? Whoa, then Matt is fourth on the call sheet and it becomes much smaller, less important characters. So you're telling me, so let's see, you have Matt, Nynaeve, Elaine, Mogideon, and who else in Tanchico?
Leandrin?
Leandrin. So that call sheet isn't too big, but you know where he's supposed to be. Fuck it, right? I mean, it was really important to have Matt someplace that he could be in the forefront of the story. Whatever story it is we're telling, it's definitely not Wheel of Time. We've also spent half the season with Nynaeve and Elaine together already at the end of season 2, and we always want to switch up the dynamic. So pulling Matt's storyline from book 3 and having him go with the girls and stay with the girls instead, it gives a totally different dynamic to. Wait. Matt's storyline from book 3.
Yes, instead of going after Rand at the Stone of Tyr, he's going after Elaine and Nynaeve, who I guess are going.
But that's not pulling Matt's storyline from book 3. That's making up a completely different storyline.
What, Steve? He's going after a character. Like he's physically following a character to a destination. Like, obviously, that's the same thing.
I have been not acknowledged. We got a lot going on. So SB, what the fuck? Seriously, I'll dance. Let's see, bro. We get Leandrin backstory in Tanchico. Woohoo! Where's the article that talks about the musical episode? Artie, do you know?
Well, if you keep reading, we find out that half of this season is a sitcom.
Awesome. Okay, hold on. The duel with Galad this season is obviously 100% accurate depiction of book 3. Yeah, of course. It's on its way. Okay, it's this article. Great. Speaking of Aiel, their culture is so layered. We learned the ins and outs along with Rand. What was it like translating it on screen? The Aiel are one of my favorite things in the books, along with the White Tower, Elida, and whatever.
Dude,
It's a fully formed culture in the books. Go ahead.
You skipped the sitcom.
Did I? Where? Oh,
I'm sure that's.
I'm sure that's highly entertaining. Judkins, the storyline is just basically a sitcom, and we know there is a couple of things he does in the Aiel story that are important. It doesn't mean he won't do those things. How? How is he going to kill Couladin in Tanchico? Just saying.
How about the fact that half the season is a fucking sitcom?
That storyline. It's just that storyline. Come on. It's only Matt. Matt's the only joke around here. Come on.
Madeline and Nynaeve.
It's a Grand Canyon stretch. You're right. It's crazy. Avienda is going to kill Couladin. You are probably right. Forsaken says it's a sitcom. Yes. Oh man, that is a huge stretch, like a Grand Canyon stretch. Yes, 100%. Speaking of the Aiel and their culture, it's so layered. Blah blah blah. The Aiel are my favorite thing in the book. Bullshit. One of the best things about the Wheel of Time books is how complex and full each of these cultures feel, and the Aiel probably more than anyone else. I feel like they really had a big mountain to climb in terms of delivering that on screen. A lot of attention to detail was paid throughout. I don't say the 5th on the show this season. You'll learn about it in a very important thing that the Aiel do in season 4. No, there will be no season 4. What is so complicated about the 5th? Who cares?
Fractions?
Oh, the casting for Couladin is out?
I think
I
it's
didn't even see that. So hold on. Let me see if I can. Set. So who is this guy? Hold on, let me try and.
He's actually it wasn't a bad casting. Didn't piss me off. Trust me, if it pisses us off, it ends up in our little group chat and we rage.
Oh yeah,
about
it's not horrible. I hope they color his hair a little bit, but yeah, it's fine. They can like that's also the aggravating thing. They can cast correctly when they want to. Like all the white cloaks are pretty much right. I mean,
I think it's so funny that the only Aiel that's not Nordic is Havienda. Like,
it's crazy, right? I mean, and Jacob Carradine is like nailed. Like, I feel like that, like from his headshots, I don't know. It's so weird, but all right, we don't say the fifth in the show this season. You'll learn about it in season 4, which won't happen. But every single person on the crew knows about the fifth. They go, oh no, she would have stolen that from Tyr because it's the fifth. They don't steal, they claim. Just saying. But you don't go to Tyr. What are you talking about? Like, everyone has a fluent knowledge of the Aiel that exceeds what you could ever imagine. So many important parts of the story happen in the Waste, not the least of which is Rodion. That designs that story. How did you find your way into bringing beauty and wilderness to life? Rodion is one of the biggest, hardest things we do because it's a huge swing of the television show to do something like that. No, it isn't. Just make a city. That's it. Whatever. But I thought it was a swing that we had to take. Imagine that. We have to put one of the main storylines in the fucking show. How about that? We do an episode in the middle of the season where our characters go to Rodion, and it's unlike anything you've seen before, and it means something too. It talks about why we are who we are, both looking back at our past and looking for a future. It's really deep and goes on in Rodion, trying to bring that to life and give a clear story the audience can understand of who the Aiel are, about the emotional effect for Rand being there, what the emotional effect on Moraine being there. We really focus a lot of time on the research on the season on creating Rodion and pulling that off. I'll either be the most beloved or most hated episode of Wheel of Time. It's going to be the most hated because they're going to fuck it up.
Nobody's beating episode.
I don't. You're not wrong. The Iowa Waste, Sanchico, the White Tower. What locations were you most excited to revisit and explore this season? One of the things, especially the Wheel of Time books, is a season bringing the audience at least one new world, but hopefully 2. So we get to go to the Iowa Waste and Tanchico. Tanchico is a mess already. Just point blank, and they couldn't be more different. The Iowa Waste is basically Scandi film in the desert. Everything is very quiet and dry and thoughtful, and the conversations are the same characters' lives and the same. Tanchico is opposite, vibrant, blah 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 blah, whatever. Wait, here it is. I almost skipped it. Tanchico is opposite, vibrant. Having Matt and Elaine admitted, and there's not too many people on the call sheet. Having Matt, Elaine, Min, Nynaeve, and Tanchico, you're in a totally different kind of show when you're in Tanchico than when you're in the Waste. That's one great thing about the Wheel of Time can do that not other shows can do. Can I say that? We have a musical episode. Who said, dude, when we were watching Ruark croon, did we not say musical fucking episode incoming? Did we not call that? It was me and you that were sitting here listening to the mad crooner Ruark, and we're like, dude, boom, we're having a fucking musical episode. It's happening. We called that from fucking orbit. Fucking why? So we're wasting a whole episode on a musical because we just can't help ourselves. Not enough room, guys. There's not enough room to tell the story. But we're going to have a musical episode.
I'm very curious.
You guys didn't believe me? Like, you guys didn't, like, well, to be fair, Will and me agreed. Like, we came to this prediction together. So, but like, you guys didn't think it was going to happen? Like, of course it's going to happen. They can't wait. We're gonna have to hear fucking everybody go, oh my god, did you see the musical episode? It's so good. Stop it. If I wanted to watch a musical, I'd watch a musical. Unbelievable. Like, is it gonna be like wash the swords, wash them clean, blah, 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 wash the swords? It's like it's supposed to be wash the spears, yo. It's like, oh shit, oops, we messed that up. My bad.
That is the decision you make knowing your show is done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They had to get it. They had to get the musical episode in before cancellation. Those are two of my favorite words in the history of humankind. Musical episode is two of his favorite. Okay, it's not in musical episodes, but we will see a large number of our characters sing on screen in one episode this season. And you can do that in Tanchico while simultaneously having Rand learn about what it means to be Aiel and Moraine learn about what it means to know the future that's heading her way. To be able to balance those things against each other was a big piece of the world building we wanted to do this season. It's a musical episode.
So, like, I don't hate musical episodes. Like, I thought the one in The Magicians was pretty good. The one in Buffy is pretty good. Even Lucifer has they don't really have musical episodes, but like twice a season they'll sit down and sing something. And Tom Ellis is a pretty good singer. There is nobody in this show other than Ruark who I am remotely excited to hear sing.
But that's Lucifer sitting down at his piano because he's like depressed and whatever, and he just belts out a song while playing the piano, right? I think that's. I mean, I guess we'll have to see like how big the music is. Like how I guess we'll have to see, right? I get what you're saying, but like if it's just like, it doesn't sound like it's the whole episode. If it's just like them singing a fucking chant, then okay, maybe I guess, but like
that's not what it's gonna be.
I don't know. You have trouble. You just have trouble telling any of the story, yet you're gonna just shove a musical in there. $20, it's Ruark in front.
God, I hope so.
That's why they hired the man. That's why they hired the man for his mad crooning skills,
dude.
Like I'm telling, he's gonna be front and center. It's gonna be Ruark fucking leading the way. And while we have those locations, we're also going back to the Two Rivers with Perrin. He's been out in the world now. He's seen more light than dark, and dark. Okay, he's seen more of the light and the dark. What's that homecoming like for him? It's just joyful to walk back in the Two Rivers. It's simple for all of us on the show because we had to rebuild that set because we tore it down because we're dumb. In the same way as the characters, we feel like they're going home when you get to the Two Rivers. It was emotional for all of us to go back to the set that we had to rebuild because we tore down the original. It was a lot of work rebuilding it. And you definitely feel the emotion for Perrin, but we also showing in total different light than what we did the first season. It's not just the idyllic place. It's much more complex. We get to spend a whole season there, so we get to learn a lot more about people. We get to learn about Perrin, how he fits into the world, the White Cloaks, the Trollocs, and a lot of things that are complicated and interesting. None of which
question.
Yeah.
Does Go ahead. You first.
When we return to the Two Rivers in the books, we see it going through like a cultural shock. It's going up. It's becoming more of a city and less of like a low income town or whatever, a farming town. Do we think in the show they will spin the happy evolving Emmonsfield into a dreary, depressing aftermath of a Trolloc attack?
I guess I'm gonna preempt you there, and my question is going to be: does this idiot not remember what show he wrote? Like, it's not an idyllic place in the first season. Like,
we have
Matt
slanderers. We have
Matt is stealing. Matt's dad is like.
Well, I was just gonna say, who's building the defense? Like who's Tammy in the show? Tammy in the show. Tam's gone. Matt's dad's busy. He's screwing people and drunk. So who's changing the Two Rivers? Who rebuilt the Wine Spring Inn, by the way? Because that's a lot of rocks to carry. Just saying.
Who reshoed all the horses that were slaughtered during the Trolloc attack?
I mean, yeah. Ugh.
Who's building the weapons?
Oh no.
Who's building the pitchforks?
Did she really?
She did.
What was it in addition to was it more lore about the night they spent together? More reenactments?
she do more acting?
I don't know,
Oh,
honestly.
God.
It's
Likewise with the
hard for me
White
to
Tower.
watch her.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't even want to get into it right now. Likewise with the White Tower, that's another world we'll be spending time in the season, of course. But it's also a world we're seeing in a really different light.
He loves that word.
Even just the way that who is shooting the White Tower this season. It's a lot of times in the past. It's been whatever. Bright Beam. Who cares? As Nynaeve and Elaine are hunting Black Aja, these halls. So we're still sending Nynaeve, who can't channel, and the daughter heir of Andor to hunt. I guess that's sort of accurate, but we'll see.
I have a question. I never really paid attention to how shows were created until recently, until the Wheel of Time, really. What is the reason behind hiring 50 different directors and producers for each episode? Why not just stick to the same?
I don't know.
For more consistency.
So a lot of it has to do with they're functionally cinematographers, so they spend a lot of time doing they're basically what is their shot list. Because I mean, if you think about it, there's about 30 different, I'm going to call them scenes per episode, and each one of those will probably have 4 or 5 different camera shots. So they do a ton of work per episode. And in the time frame, it's often very difficult for one person to do all of that stuff for what is essentially 9 hours of on-screen time.
So KRS, they tore down. So I don't know if it's because they didn't think they were getting renewed or not, but they tore down the Two River set to build that shitty Blight set. So instead of I don't know, making a better Blight, or I don't know, moving over 10 yards, they decided to tear everything down and build the Blight set on top of the Two River set. And then they realized, somebody read the books and realized, oh shit, Perrin goes back to the Two Rivers. We need to build that set again. So then they rebuilt it. So that's their dollar. That's Amazon's dollars going to work for them right there.
Yeah, because I asked that because it feels like instead of saving time on this production anyway, the fact that they have so many different cooks in the kitchen, they never communicate what their intentions and goals are.
Well, it's
So
just for
you'll have season 1 burn down the entire set.
Well, I mean that's just how they seem to be doing things, right?
Yeah, well, I mean that's the part where your showrunner is supposed to keep everybody in line and working together. But our showrunner is retarded and doesn't do that.
Well, the showrunner is supposed to. Yeah, the showrunner is supposed to control the directors. That's so we've shifted from having one director that does a whole season of television or a whole movie to having showrunners or show or movie people ahead up top that are supposed to direct the different directors on what they're supposed to do, but they don't do that. They just let them go full ham. So it used to be just a director does the whole thing. Now we have multiple directors and showrunners, and we get worse products. So let's see here. To mention Trollocs, we have who knows how many Forsaken on the loose. What are some of the ways we'll see more Dark One touching the world? Ishmael is the Dark One.
I would
as
just
far
like to
as the
point
show is
out
concerned. Go ahead.
that in the show lore, we assume every Forsaken is a loose. And yet they don't know. They haven't been following the books yet, and yet, so people have no idea how many Forsaken they're doing or not doing yet, and they haven't even established which Forsaken are actually present.
Because it's their terrible. It's because they have to try and do these fucking mystery boxes, and it's just don't just tell the story. You don't need it. Just it's we have to have shocking mystery box twists. It's just I feel like that you're also seeing through the sense of unease that's reaching everywhere. One thing we are trying to do on the show is see a gradual darkening of the visual. Oh Jesus!
Oh God!
That's true. That's true in the books. This idea that the Dark One's strength is just touch on the world. That it gets darker, hotter. It feels like feels different in the world. We've also moved to an anamorphic lens, so you feel more reality of the world around you. I think the visual subtext is good for the audience because you get the. But when you get to the end of season 3, 4, and 5, Jesus Christ, stop it! You look back at the shot of season 1, and we'll have a feeling of like, oh, the world is such a bright, hopeful place, and where did it go? I find it funny that we are now actively trying to get a season 4 and 5 because he's been fired from every other project.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Go. Oh, the world is such a bright, hopeful place. Where's the hope and brightness in season 1 and 2?
Right.
True. True. Yeah. Very good.
And it's definitely not their scenes where they turn down the gamma so low you can't see anything.
And then you just have the guy, oh, it really did feel that way in season 1. No, it didn't. And what we want you to have this cutback where you look at the growth that's not just our characters have been on, but also the world has been on. Those visuals matching with what? Yeah, sure. You talked about Jesus Christ. They gave Nerdist a big interview. You talked about the cultures in Jordan's books, but I think one area where the show has developed in its own direction is everything, because none of it's in the books.
Everywhere
what can you
except for Emmonsfield is India, apparently.
What can you share about what we might see in season 3 about the Age of Legends? I don't even care. I don't care about the Age of Legends.
Yeah.
Even if you read it, you see those who sometimes seeing the Age of Legends. Wait, what? It's been little. So. Hold on. We see more of the Age of Legends this season. Great. Thank God. There's a specific storyline where... Hey, not enough time, guys. There's not enough time to get the story in there. But we're going to the Age of Legends again. There you go. There's a specific storyline where we go from the future back to the past to rebuild cultures through time. Wait, what? Rebuild a culture through time. So we spend a little more time in the Age of Legends. So we do that
He's just talking about the Meridian visions.
But is he actually? Are they fucking with time? No. Okay. The audience hasn't come to yet understand what that time was. Understand the series as a whole. Even if you read it, when you see those, sometimes seeing the Age of Legends, when we do, it feels like the first time I've seen it. I don't know why, but my picture in my head wasn't clear reading the books. As it sometimes is seeing a set. We are finding a language of the Age of Legends across productions, design. Yeah, whatever. Fuck off. We saw Dreamwalking in season 2. We did.
Did we?
We saw Lanfear in the World of Dreams.
Oh, she was on Mars. That was okay. Fine. Like Lanfear of Mars. Like I keep forgetting that's supposed to be Tar. Okay.
Yeah. Where's all the pinpricks of light and darkness and?
Yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting Mars was supposed to be Tar. My bad. We saw Dreamwalking season 2. That's another area where the series has to develop a certain look. What can we expect from the World of Dreams season 2? That's a huge Dreamwalking season for us. There are only so many things we can tackle every season, because when we tackle something, we want to do it fully. In the books, Egwene learns about dreaming while she's at the White Tower. We already had a lot of her to be learning at the White Tower and experiencing season 2. So we really wanted to treat the dreaming with the respect it deserves. Egwene's story in season 3 will lead to her becoming the Dragon Reborn, because that's what we wanted from the beginning. Okay.
How many lessons in the White
Sweet.
Tower did Egwene actually have? She cleaned the chambers of Alana's aftermath. She
also got to, she got the sex talk, so she learned about sexy time.
She did the shit water.
She failed to do a cleaning of the water weave because she didn't want to use her hands.
Yep.
And that was it.
She spent more time learning from the Shan-Chan, which is fine. That's how it should. But like, I don't know why we forgot our own show.
How many times has she been to the Mistress of Novice?
And she learned how to blow up the ground with the Shan-Chan. And
she did learn how to do that.
Toilet wine. That's right. That's true. I forgot about the toilet wine. I don't know how I forgot about the toilet wine. So,
I forgot.
Oh well, is there anything? No mention of Lord Luke or Slayer yet.
Or Kalendor.
Well,
We know that
Calendar
Kalendor is
gets
going to get
mentioned.
mentioned.
It gets mentioned. Oh my god. Please tell. Well, thank you for your time. So I've got a question at the very beginning of season 3. So it's definitely the most explosive opening of all the seasons so far. Please tell us your story about how opening came to life. No, thank you.
Have we seen any leaks from the episode 1 screening yet?
No.
Just the 11 minutes.
Just the 11 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, because they did an entire screening of the episode.
Yeah. 2. 1 and 2, apparently.
Oh, and I guess
two might have just been a press the press.
Maybe.
kit.
That's true. That's true.
I guess no one felt the need to leak anything of it, huh?
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, kind of along that line, in terms of people not knowing what's going to happen next for the book readers, we've started to see some of Matt's. We have, but in a little bit of different way than in the books. Can you kind of talk about what went into the decision and how to rework some of those qualities? Yeah, I think for us, Matt is always someone we wanted to see.
Is that why he was in jail for the first 4 episodes?
He's such an iconic character. He's like, he says this shit, but it's contrary to what's actually being shown. Just we have eyes. We've seen the show.
We have eyes, but I don't think the viewers do.
He's such an iconic character who's so exactly himself at all times. What the fuck does that mean? Who is exactly himself at all times.
That means he talks like he's really gay.
Which makes him work so well in the books, and I think on screen as well. And now we've sort of reset him across the course of season 2 from what happened across the end of season 1 into season 2. I think he's in a really good place now for us to put some of the core qualities from the book into him and start really seeing them. And you see that even more across season 3. You'll see in the fight with Galad and Gawain, you see we start to understand the memories are in his head. That fight is going to suck, and he's going to use a sword.
Understand the memories,
and Nynaeve's going to save him.
So that is confirming that he did get his memories from the tea, then,
or the horn
from
of
the tea.
Valyr.
Yeah.
But no, I think from the tea.
Yeah.
And why does he have to go into the the red arches? Is it literally
doesn't continuity doesn't matter, guys. It's fine. And the fight's going to be horrible. It's going to be bad. Every fight scene has been shit. Every one of, including the 11 minutes of cringe. That it's literally it's literally made for people that don't pay attention. A lot of times for book readers, they'll feel like those things should be desperate, but I think one of the things David Hill brought was that one of the key things to try and work on for television adaptation of FFF is to limit fantasy duplication. Why? A lot of books have things that are similar, but they're different in the books, and that can be a lot for newer audiences to take in because they have to take them in as new things. The same way that the books are being a sniffer is being. The same way that in the books being a sniffer and being a wolf brother are two different things that had nothing to do with each other, but they shared all those same traits. So we combine them into one thing in the television show so we can eliminate Hurin, one of the coolest characters in the books, because fuck Hurin. And then there's one thing we can do well, Wolf Brother. You didn't do Wolf Brother well. You fucked it up. Same thing with Matt and the memories. The big iconic thing he does is blow the horn of Valyr. It gives him access to the past lives.
No, it doesn't.
And what happens in them? Dude, does he not know that's 100% wrong?
I don't think he knows or cares.
He thinks we're stupid. And the problem is the people that just allow him to gaslight them into thinking that this shit is happening. Like, this is all bullshit. He doesn't know he's 100% incorrect, does he?
I don't believe
Alexander, literally no. Literally wrong. Nope, audiences don't want new things, they need to understand. Again, why include the Finns if Matt already has his memories? Yeah.
And his Ashen Darai. It's literally just to give the fans the Fox medallion. Is that really it?
Yeah. So yes, so it sounds like their understanding is that Matt gets his memories from the horn, which is wrong. They've convinced themselves that that's the case, even though it's factually incorrect. Why show the redstone doorway? Well, it's either going to be just a Easter egg, or it's going to be it's just going to be some way for him to get the medallion. Like, he's going to fall into it and roll out the other side with the medallion on or something. So
I honestly,
Aldan, for another $10, guys, we've worked it out. Go ahead.
With
Quick.
how there's been shoehorning Moraine and Lanfear as like the big figureheads of the show, I still honestly believe they're going to be using the redstone as a marketing ploy to get people talking about how they killed Moraine and Lanfear, the two favorite characters, off. So I still think they're going to do that. I don't know how they're going to work that into the story, but I still think they're going to play around with them both being dead.
They weren't even gonna. You're right. They weren't. So Aldan for $10. Guys, we've worked it out. These people think they are really smart and they're stupid, and they also think they are smarter than everyone else. It's wild. 100%, buddy.
Yep.
Let's see here. Same thing with mass memory. Let's see. Past lives and what happened to them, and so to start to see that his memories are coming from that huge event that the audience has really seen and understood. I don't understand it. It gives a real grounding for the other things that can happen to him and how we understand them. And you'll see, I can't speak to all the details of it because you see how it feathers out of the rest of the season. So what was the tea then? Was the tea literally just to make him fucked up?
Dude, the tea was literally a result of bad show running. Originally, he was going to get all of his memories from the tea, but then they decided at the last minute, oh, we want to do the horn too. And so they were like, oh, but he got his memories from the horn, not the tea. So that entire bit with the tea was actually just a huge fucking waste of time because the show is produced by dipshits. Aldan's super chat actually nailed it perfectly. Like, they're the dumbest people on the block, but think they're the smartest people on the block.
Jesus, man. Fuck. Is that I don't know if there's any more to. I'm sure there's plenty more interviews. They gave a bunch of. Is there any of you guys want us to? I mean, we've been almost going 3 hours. I mean, I'm fine, but I don't know how you guys are doing. We've had almost 50 people here the whole time, so thank you guys for being here.
I might have to piece in a little bit just because I have to wake up at 5 a.m., but I'm still good to go for now.
So I don't know. Is there any other interviews you guys got? I mean, I guess we could do WOT out if you guys want. I don't know who he's interviewing.
Gotcha.
I think he interviews all of them.
No, he's only got 2 like 4-minute.
Does he does all of them? Yeah. I mean that.
I thought he has a.
Oh, I thought you said they were like 15 minutes.
He has a 15-minute one,
No,
and then
it's a 15-minute video that's like 2 4-minute interviews.
Oh yeah.
So we can do one. I have it pulled up if you want.
Yeah, pop it up. Or you can send either way. You can send it to me, or you can pop it up. I just been putting it 2 times.
Already got it. Got it up.
Yeah, I just been putting it 2 times speed and going right. We don't need to see it. We don't.
Is this the quote that Daniel Henney gives about what advice he would give to land? Oh God, I hated that.
Oh God, escape.
I want you to think about it.
I want to show
Steve, what advice would you give?
back to the video and
Show
happy press junket day. Yes, folks, today's the day that we actually.
Holy shit!
You getting a?
Yeah, we got it.
Are you getting volume?
Oh,
on
we
this?
had
Or
it.
blood us?
We no, we were getting volume. You were good. He was just going.
You had it. You were
turbo.
getting sound too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you were to.
Oh
give
yeah,
advice
I have it set to 2x.
Yeah. No. I.
Let me change this to 1.5.
All right. Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Canada man. Who's Canada man?
Came out today, Talk Randroid, WhatSeries.com. A few others have already shared their press junket interviews, including a bunch of major publications as well. And I finally shared mine with you folks too. So I got to sit down with Marcus Rutherford, Donald Finn, Sophie Okinato, and Daniel Henney and ask them a little bit about the show.
You guys sure you're getting
Now,
sound? 'Cause
we
I'm
didn't have a
not.
whole lot of time with them, but it's a surreal experience.
Oh,
So
no,
I'll share
we're
those
getting
interviews with
sound.
you now, and then after the interviews overall, talk a
okay.
bit about the experience because it was my very first real
You
official.
can put the
interviews
closed
with cast members.
captioning on.
And let me tell you, folks, it was something else. Now, if you're
Good night,
excited
Luther. Thanks for
about
being
the
here,
release
buddy.
of Season 3 of Wheel of Time. It comes out March 13th. If you're interested at all about the show, consider making us your home for Wheel of Time news. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, tell a bunch of your friends, folks, to cast. It doesn't get much better than this. We are almost at our goal of 25,000 subscribers. We're under 1,000 now. Let's see if we can get there before the release of Season 3. Now, we're going to dive into these interviews now. I'll showcase Daniel Henney and Sophie's first, and then
I
we'll
give
dive
this
right
guy a ton
into
of credit.
Donald Finn.
He worked
Rutherford,
really
so we'll talk
hard
a bit about
and
the experience afterwards.
showed
I hope you folks
super
enjoyed
hard.
near as much, or even half as much as I did.
He earned those.
Hi, Mother. Hi, Dashan. How are you today?
Earned those subs.
How you doing, brother? You good?
I'm fantastic. I feel a little sick. I'm so excited. So,
Stop calling her mother, you fucking weirdo.
so how are you folks doing? It was a long day for you. I hope everything's going well so far for you.
Oh, we had a good time actually.
We are just saying we find a good rhythm. We're working well together, so
Good.
we're in a good spot.
We're fresh.
That's awesome. So,
Yes.
first questions for Daniel.
Yes, take
Lamb's
Plank.
often
They are.
seen as this machismo sort of stoic instrument of death by some people in Canada. That's not Lamb at all. He's way more complicated than that. Yeah, 100%. So he loves poetry. He feels deeply. He loves passionately. Rand described him as an onion in the books. So there's this big conflict with what his character is. You showcase that type of character really well and easily on screen. Is it hard for you at all? Because it doesn't seem like it.
It's hard for me sometimes to not go too far with it. I think as an actor, you can. Emotion's a tricky thing. If you wade in the waters a little bit, you want to go further.
He's
But with
trying
man,
to
I'm very
deliver
aware,
when
and with the
testing
great team
on the
around
tree.
me,
What deeper meaning?
that I
was
have to be careful about.
What do you think? What do you think the deeper
I don't
meaning?
know. It was probably a haiku.
Haiku, yeah.
I don't
the
know how I got
circle of life
snubbed
kind of thing.
Forsaken. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how I got snubbed. Yeah. I don't know how punching your nipples and yelling is a stoic, stone-faced type person, but whatever.
Yeah, and I strongly suspect that with everything going on with Daniel Green at the moment, Amazon made the executive decision to stay far away from that.
Yeah, I would imagine. Absolutely.
Hey, but if Amazon's looking for new actors and actresses, Naomi King,
Yeah, there you go.
stunning
Yeah.
performance.
Stunning and brave.
Like, unironically, she actually is doing a pretty good impression of Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl. Like just similarities there.
Oh my god, dude.
Where that line is with him. We've taken risks, which I love. I've talked to people about it in the past, and I like who he is as the character in the show. We found rhythm with him. I'm willing to go further, but I think this little area he's in is really, really good and powerful for him right now.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see what he does in season 3. So Sophie, sort of kind of the same question, but Swan's arguably
He
the most
sucks so bad. How do you balance the emotion with being a badass? One, he's not a badass, and two, he just cries all the time. Like, fuck off.
powerful woman in the world, and it's a matriarchal
Yeah,
society. So
he doesn't
there's a
do
lot of really
anything.
powerful women. And she's,
All he does is
she's right
pee
up
on
there
a
at the top.
tree. He doesn't do
But
shit.
she's also gentle, passionate, and kind, especially with her relationship with Maureen. Which side of the character is your favorite? I guess is the best way to put it. Do you like playing the all-powerful woman matriarch, or do you prefer the more gentle moments with
I
Rose?
like being able to switch, and I like being able to switch within a scene if I can. One of my favorite
She
things
looks much
is
better
when,
than
like,
any
100
at
miles
any
an hour
point
away
during the
and in a really
show
sharp
here.
corner, and that's like my favorite thing acting wise to do. Obviously not every scene requires that, but so and I've got to do a bit of that in season 3. So like she goes out one way and then the next door she's another way. So and actually a bit humorous sometimes, which is fun.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. And so I got the more different things I get to do. I mean, what's boring is we come and do the same thing every time. But of course, each character is a kind of archetype. So whatever series you're doing,
This
mostly
is
you
so
are going to come back
fucking
and sort of
boring.
slightly repeat what that character. You notice it much more when you're doing.
I
a long
really
series.
don't
Like,
care
I feel like
about
I've done this
her
bit.
her preferences as an
The
actor.
audience don't notice that. Just as an actor, you feel like even in the greatest things you do, it's just that's the way it works. Storytelling. But I felt with this, I got to do a lot of different things. So this was my favorite season by a country mile. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
I know the fan. I'm super looking forward to the next season, and everything I've heard.
Yeah, because she
sounds like
was
it's gonna
there
knock right out of the
for
park,
it.
so I'm very
She
excited to see
actually
both
was
of you on
able to be on
screen.
set for this
Second stuff,
season.
but,
You know.
How happy is Sam going to be in season 3? Like on a scale of
Yeah.
0 to a million.
This guy is just so fucking boring. Like
I did.
there's nothing even to say about this.
The fucking questions
Upper
just
900,000.
suck. There's nothing. There's no.
We've really changed things. I mean, I can just say a few things about how we shot the third season. It's bigger. The cameras are wider. The battle sequences. Which I know you know, that was my big place. We're gonna
Who
see multiple
fucking
fights simultaneously
cares?
happening.
The
We can
cameras
switch
are
back and forth
bigger.
with different
Great.
focus points, and you're going to see a lot happening at the same time. Epic is an overused word, but I think it's right here. It's a really great season, and we're very proud. This is the Wheel of Time to me. As Wheel of Time as we've gotten, this is the Wheel of Time. So I'm very excited.
I'm super excited too. Well, thank you both very much for this today. I appreciate it, and I hope the rest of you.
Jesus, well, that was a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
nothing
I like
fucking
Max's
there.
comment
This is
too.
Wheel of Time to me. Well, apparently you haven't read the book because this is fucking a circle jerk. Yes, circle camera. Can everybody wait for us to go woo woo woo, and then we'll do it woo woo? Like I'm so excited to be fucking put on a vomiting machine. Fuck. Whatever series you're doing, please whatever series you're doing, please hire me after this crap gets canceled. Yeah, they're shilling really hard right now for season 3. It's crazy. At least he looks like a fan.
Alexander makes a good.
Well, look, no. Like, let's be, like, I think Alex, whatever the fuck. God, I always do that shit. I go back and forth. I think Will is right. He works really hard. This guy, he does. He shills so hard. I can't do it. Like, I can't watch the dude because he just. But he is a hard worker. I will give it to him. He's catching up to Dusty Wheel, I think.
I mean, does Dusty Will?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought he just puts his stooges on camera for him instead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that this guy is working for it? Dusty Wheel's just sort of at 26. I think he's at 26,000, and he's the top Wheel of Time fucking channel, which is still crazy to me. But like, you know, yes, dude, you should have seen that tree after he peed on it, Frank. That thing grew like 10 feet. It's wild.
It goes very smooth.
I think like
Nice.
a whole
So,
bunch of people
much
got kicked off the stream. That was
I'm doing
crazy. Did you see it just like went down 20 people instantly?
Don't be nervous, anyway.
That was crazy.
So we don't have much
I
time
did.
for
I think that was
questions.
actually
For
you
we
kind of
probably
started
one
to
each.
do. We started
Marcus,
talking about calling
yeah,
it.
Don't like both of you are fan favorites. 100%.
Oh,
And
is
then
that, did I do that to
We
ourselves?
started
Sorry,
talking
my
about
bad.
calling
I'm
it.
surprised for you at the
People may
scope
have
of the
left.
session.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
My
one of
bad.
those things where you get asked a lot of
I
questions
nuked
about
myself.
being on this big fantasy show, and we've had it a lot today, and the scale and scope and the locations but I think when you actually get down to it, I think some of the reason why people love these stories is the characters. There's something about these characters that resonates with.
No
everyone
shit!
so deeply in
Holy
different ways,
fuck!
and different personality traits and different kind of understanding.
I thought we just liked it because we think Rand is a cool name, Perrin is a cool name, and Matt's a cool name.
Well, I mean, if we went by what people talk
well, they
about
are
on
cool
Twitter,
names.
we like it exclusively because there are middle-aged lesbians. So, anyhow,
Standings. I've really resonated with parents reading it. People can see a lot in kind of young girls. I've been out with Zoe, and people come up to her and said they've seen so much in Nynaeve in themselves and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, I don't know. I think being a part of that, a part of a world which has such enriched characters, is incredible. And I think as to have that ability to kind of live with them and grow with them and be on a show where we're on a third.
God, it's just he just
season now and see it
talks.
develop and all those choices and ways that you want to portray a character arc. Like some might be at a slower pace than others, and I think that to kind of reap those fruits for those storylines that are in the books is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to very much to see season 3.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Of all the people on this, of the boys at least, I think I find Perrin to be the least annoying.
What?
Eldan
like
super
the
chat for
actor?
$10. Yeah, he says for $10, 10 Australian dollars. I don't know what that is. That might be like $4 for all I know, or it might be 50. Who knows? He says this is a rare Marcus Rutherford W.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's a great privilege as an actor to play these roles where where not only is there like a massive source material, and that source material is so loved, which means that people have like an affiliation or a connection to these characters before you meet them on screen. But that, something that I thought about a lot when I was on season 2, which is my first season, was that I was, starting my journey of reading the books, and I was thinking like, I'm not a speed reader, so it's taken me time to get through, to catch up to where we are with the story, and that like in meeting fans, when,
I don't know how many books you're gonna have to read, buddy, to realize that what you're putting on screen isn't anything like the books.
I God, it pisses me off so much. Like I'm reading the books, and man, it dawned on me that this has nothing to do with what we're putting on screen. Like, can somebody just say it,
as
please?
a follow-up question? What book does Matt drink tea given to him by Ishamael, and what book does he gain his memories after blowing the horn?
What book does he make a bedpost fucking knife?
Is that Gathering Storm? Is that Winter's Heart?
Dude, do we think the bedpost knife is going to fucking like make an appearance? Dan, man, making it rain. Thank you, man. This is Donald's W coming up. Trust. Okay. We'll see here in a second. I guess he's got a big W coming. Here we go.
After the job, friends of my family said, "Oh, I grew up with those books. I read those books. Like they were my favorite books when I was a teenager, or I've only recently discovered them, but I'm obsessed with them." Is that it takes time. Like it is a commitment to read those books, and that where you go on such a massive journey with all the characters, and they have their own individual journeys. But from the time that you start reading these books to the time that you end, like that's going to be a chunk of time in your life, and that like you kind of change with these characters. That's my experience with it anyway, and that you can't help but feel connected to that because they're going through their own trials and tribulations as you are as you read it and stuff. So I think.
Okay.
And
I don't. Was that right? Was that the big W?
I mean that he's right, but where's the like? I guess we're just not. I mean, he's right, but like we're just not going to call out that it's different. That I guess you can't expect them to. They're trying to promote this shit show.
It's just like with the show being out, we've all had experiences of like meeting fans, person to person, and kind of and them explain like they're so encouraging, like they're so sound about the reception of the show, and like naturally if something that I like love so much was being adapted onto screen, you feel such kind of like a connection to it that you hope that it will be exactly as it is in your head, and I appreciate that like the encouragements that we've felt from fans, and yeah, I just think it's I feel very lucky that the fan base are so.
I don't want it to be like it is in the head. I just want it to be like it is in the book.
Hell, I'll settle for watchable. Like,
yeah.
They made a whole bunch of changes and it was watchable. I wouldn't be bitching.
I just look. It's like
especially considering the song.
I still look. It's one of those. I still like. I don't know. It's just so frustrating because like, I would love to be able to support these guys and say like, "Hey, you're doing a great job," but they're just not given the material. They're given such shit material. I can't be like, "Hey, good job, man." It's like I don't know how good an actor you are because you're giving some of the worst shit to act out. It's just
Yeah, for a second, I think he's low-key trying to apologize for the writing, which
I don't know. It's possible.
So
I don't
know.
I mean, it's possible. It's like he can't like look. We have to understand. It's like it sounds like he's like, yeah, I love the character, but he can't come out and say, hey, it's not the character, right? So I mean, I get it.
The storylines are being adapted. Thank you both so much for taking the time with me today, and I know it's been a long, trying day for you folks.
I think that was it.
Thank you again for
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't think there's any more. I think it's just him yammering.
Did I send it?
Like
there's no
some
more
of the questions that like the news articles at least have actual questions pertaining to what's going on in the season. Like all these YouTube interviews, there's nothing. It's just like weird. I guess it's getting. Is it supposed to be getting to know the actors and actresses? Is that why we're not getting real questions? Is that what it is?
Pretty much.
I mean, it's just I don't know.
I sent you another one. It's a snippet.
Me? Okay.
It really sounds like, at least to me, it sounds like she's kind of saying the quiet part out loud that season 3 is the end.
Oh, well, we already know that shit.
There's another one. Let me see if I can find it.
So this is okay. All right, here we go. Wow, that's very short. 11 seconds.
Well, this has been my favorite season. Like, I really, in fact, I was really like sad, like when we were like kind of finishing, because I was just like, I had such a good time because I got to. Well, this has been my favorite.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. She could have just been sad that they were finishing.
Book 4.
Oh, she said it's her favorite season. That's what they say about every season of television. This is my favorite season.
It was the fact that she was sad after wrapping things up and that she had a good
No,
time.
no. I know. I get why you say. I mean, that could be, but she doesn't know. Like, if we're being real, it could feel that way. I think probably they have like there has to be fucking right. They have to feel that they know it's over.
Yeah, they know
it's
it's over.
I think it's sort of split. I think there's a lot of people that think she's gonna die. I personally don't think. I think they've worked too hard making her a main character that I don't think they're gonna have her die. I think it's gonna be a fake out. It's because they love doing the fake out deaths. Me personally, but I know. I didn't one of you guys don't one of you guys think that she's gonna buy the farm? Well, Artie, you said you thought they were gonna do the Lanfear Moraine stuff.
I think they are 100%. I think they're gonna try to show fans by teasing that Moraine is dead, especially with how they're setting up the fact that the only way for Rand to win is for Moraine to die. And I honestly don't understand why they would bring the red gates on the red doorway unless they're doing the obvious Moraine and Lanfear.
It could be as simple as an Easter egg, man. Like, I mean, it's. I mean, or they have to make an excuse for everybody to go in that room. Like, why is? I mean, so Moraine's just going to come back into the hall of the tower where she's banned from to go to the redstone doorway. I mean, or are we just going to forget that we banned her? Right?
They could put it on a giant cart. I don't.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know. It's we'll see, but I'm sort of, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm leaning towards it was just some weird Easter egg, and just so they could say redstone doorway. But I mean, the only other thing that leads away from that is the fact that Matt's medallion apparently shows up somewhere. So I don't know if he's gonna, but what's gonna happen if they fall through the door? The fins the fins aren't gonna they're not gonna have the fins.
No, I just think they're gonna do the doorway melts. Land pulls off his shirt, cries because she's dead, and then
season. Magdalena, they're all back at Tar Valon, which is a huge problem.
They're back at Tar Valon because Moraine believes that the only way for Rand to win is for him to make the White Tower bend the knee, and that she believes that Siwan is currently in the position to do so right now. So she's literally bringing Rand to the White Tower.
So we know the Dragon Reborn is back in Tar Valon. So the Dragon Reborn is back in Tar Valon. The Horn of Valir is in Tar Valon, being like walked around as like some party favor by Matt. And the Aes Sedai don't seem to either be aware or care. At least from what we saw from the trailers. We'll see if that's actually the case. But
because at this point, his portrait of him on the tower will be widely circulated.
Well,
I would assume so.
Sure. Well, yeah, sure. No, there's not going to be any pictures. Like the pictures of Matt blowing the Horn of Valir.
Dragon Reborn, because she's front and center on that portrait.
Yeah,
so.
maybe. Yeah. Jesus.
There's I've got a video out. It actually went live literally like at the exact same time as you started streaming.
I was going to try and redirect to it, but it won't let me redirect to a video. It has to be a live stream. So that's but.
It was literally one of the things I talked about in that video was just how completely absurd it is for Rand and Matt to be in Tar Valon.
It's absurd. It's absurd. Not only is it absurd, the Dragon fucking Reborn isn't Tarvalin again.
Yep.
Do we remember
Again!
precautions Rand took in Andor? Just Andor, with how many sisters he was allowing in the city at one given time? Like, there's no shot.
It makes
No
yes,
shot.
Max. Yes, why? That it's like, and we don't know till we see it. But it's like they forgot that he's the Dragon Reborn, and the Aes Sedai should be flipping the fuck out. That it is literally the most dangerous place on fucking Randland for Rand to be. Tarvalin. It's the one place he avoids like the fucking plague till later in the books.
Yeah, and he avoids any place with anything close to 13th sisters because he knows
doesn't
want to
be anywhere. The only time is when he fucking just he realizes that he's fucking after Veins of Gold. He goes and says, "Egwene, dude, I'm in charge. I'm not even channeling. I'm not even holding the power. Do something." And she don't do nothing, and he leaves. Right? That's the only time he goes to Tarvalin is when he hits his best self. Is when the only time Rand goes to Tarvalin, and yet he's been there twice in this show. And the Horde of Elir is being drank out of like it's a pitcher, and fucking they're taking pictures with it. Do we even know where how he got the Horde of Elir back? No, but these things are that's like.
Yeah, watch the video, my guy. I think I did a decent job.
Absolutely. You can link it in the chat too. So.
I didn't want to if we were still going.
Well, I mean, we can if somebody's got, but there's no. So I'm gonna have to do another stream for the nicknaming, the Aes Sedai nickname fund. So we'll have to figure out when to do that because we got to nickname these. I got to know what to call them in videos. Hot Sedai, and I don't know if we're going with Hottie or Hot or Tiny. Bowtie Sedai is locked in. I'm sorry, Bowtie is locked in. So I don't know. Like the only thing that I can, I'm gonna have to go through and look at like actual articles because that's where it seems like the real information is. Like the Nerdist article, the Reactor Mag article, these YouTube articles or these YouTube interviews, they seem to be nothing but fluff. And it's one of those like, but we do have to do one more thing. Okay.
You're telling me you didn't enjoy Land Pit's Land.
Well, that's what we got to go back to Land Pit. We got to go back to Land Pit. Okay, we got Land Pit. Like, okay, why didn't it come up? Land Pit is LANPITT, right?
Did he gain another subscriber since the last?
I don't know. I can't find
9?
it. Land Pit.
Please tell me he's at 9 now.
Land Pit brings up. Oh my God! Why can't I get Land Pit back up here? There it is, Land Pit. There we go. He's at 11. Guys, give Land Pit some love. All right, so here we got. Okay, so hold on. We got him, dude. We got him. All right, here we go.
Sarah Nakamura.
We got to finish up the Land Pit arc here. Sarah Nakamura, what that chick, man? Oh my God! All right,
they had to let her go, unfortunately, when
USD to an atomic.
Steve, you better try and interview this
What a
guy.
joke! That Hottie Land Pit.
Yeah, absolutely. You need
to
interview this guy.
Bomb as Adam.
I still don't know. Oh man. Okay.
Wes is Batman once on her person, and how safe and secure does Moraine feel with Rand now going into season 3?
Well, I think it's very unsettling because she's dealing with somebody who wants to be a renegade and who is pulling.
He wants to be a renegade. All he wanted to do was sit down in an inn and sleep with a woman.
When did this happen? None of this happened in the show.
I think
Wants
they're
to be
talking
a
about what's going to
renegade.
happen
What are
in
you talking
season
about?
3.
Is
this
that
has to
I
be what
hope,
happens this
because
season.
like
and trying to find his own answers. And I think she feels that she's the one who has the answers for him, and he should follow her. And of course, you know, like anyone who rebels against their teacher or guide, you know, he's pushing back.
By
and
doing his
power
own
is-
research, are they trying to
is extreme,
tease
and
the
she knows that. And I think she's aware that not
prophecies
everybody,
finally
not everybody
gonna read a book?
I don't know, but she's also his teacher, which whatever. Like, yeah, Salvis, I'm with you. She's reciting, like, yes, she is accurate, but not to the show, right? Like what's coming out of her mouth is correct,
And
but
also
I haven't seen any of that in the show yet.
She was never really his teacher, and she explicitly told him that she cannot be his teacher, and that he has to find his own teacher because she could sooner teach a what was
Yeah.
it? A rock to fly, or what was the quote?
Advisor.
A bird
She wanted-
to
yeah,
a bird
confidant,
to
advisor,
swim,
right.
or a fish to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
really fully appreciates the extent of his power and capabilities. And I think there's definitely one episode later in the season where we see how that power can be used for obviously for positive things, but how destructive that power can be, and how tiny is the effort to cause massive destruction.
Yosha, Rand's feelings are pretty complicated with Egwene and Lanfear, as it seems the latter still has her hooks into him pretty hard. How would you describe his relationship with Lanfear going into season 3?
He's asking better questions than the fucking other people.
Yes, he is.
I feel like
I hope they get married.
oh fuck, dude.
Oh no.
Because with Rand and Egwene, it's it's obviously love, but it's a love that lies in the past. It's more like season 3. Obviously, they really care about each other. They grew up together, but it's just they don't share anything real anymore, and those secrets they're like scratching the surface. And I feel like Egwene also can't quite hold this pain that and the complexities that Rand's carrying with him, and that's where Lanfear comes in, because she says yes, that's I'll give space for that, and that's where he's the possibility of marrying the devil is starting to open up. Yeah,
I fucking hate this.
I find it so interesting that like he started talking with enthusiasm, like the light went on in his eyes that we haven't seen it all through 2 seasons. Like he never emotes or like expresses enthusiasm. Does that make sense?
Dude, now you're simping now, Dan. You must have been drinking that cake wine or whatever. Sure, everybody wanted to fuck Lanfear. That's the whole point. He didn't.
Yeah,
that's
be
the
smart.
point. He resists. That's the point. Here he doesn't. Not even close. He's just failed hugely. Yes, he did just say those words. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Yep, he wants to marry the devil. Yep, because it would be ironic.
Because she's really one of the very few people that actually understands him.
And she challenges Moraine, doesn't she? She says, we're both the same. We both believe in Rand, and I believe in the dark side. All
The
those
dark
are all
side
things that you wish you could ignore.
of the Force.
Dude, okay, here's my only defense of this. If you were this actor and you had the choice that you could make out with the actress who plays Lanfear or the actress who plays Avienda, I'm just saying. Yeah. Trip, I have an answer for
don't know.
this, but you're not gonna like it. You're gonna.
Why
get
is
mad at
everything
me.
about sex and love? Those weren't driving motivators. Yeah. Sorry, I think I'm lagging again, but I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, well, it's almost 11 o'clock. I got to be up at 5 too, so I think Josh is just sort of leaning in. He knows he needs he needs to be likable. He needs another job. I think he should be working everywhere. The poor guy. I've said that since the beginning. Joshua should be the hottest ticket on the market. He's playing Randall Thor, for God's sakes. Just unfortunately, they couldn't write their way out of a paper fucking bag. So poor guy is stuck trying to make the best of what he's got. But I don't know. It's one of those. I think you're probably on something about the whole. Are we gonna have a whole season of isn't she? Does he love Egwene? Does he love Lanfear? Oh, it's just like it's so unimportant.
Yep.
It's not, I don't care who's screwing who. So, but that's what we get. It's all CW love affairs, and I don't know. Well, I guess, man, those were some interviews. So I'm gonna keep scrounging around for more articles, see what pops up over the coming days. We're going into. I mean, I'm curious what's gonna come out Wednesday this time. Now, maybe they'll just release the whole episode. I don't know.
That would be awesome.
Who knows what's gonna come out this Wednesday? It looks like Bloomberg is still freaking. Jonathan Bloomberg is still dropping some videos, so I don't know. Yeah, everybody go. Do you have a link to it? You can drop the link. Everybody go over to the White Cloaks. Make sure you give a look
I
at
think
the,
you have to do it. I don't
the
think
new
I'm
video that came out over there.
I think you have to do it. I don't think I'm technically a mod.
How are you not modded?
I don't know.
How did that happen?
Your chat is generally very, very, very well behaved. Here, I'll just drop it in the private chat. You can do it.
I had to I modded a bunch of people that I thought were modded already today before he got here when we had the sex bots come out and try and get us.
See, I'm usually in your chat, not on your videos, not in your chat, if that makes sense. Yeah, Eldan, you can ban whoever you want.
Yeah, but I modded you anyway, so you should have access now. So
Cool.
I don't know.
I do posted it. You're...
Yeah, I made, dude. Don't, just careful, bro. I gave you the power today because we had sex bots in there, so a lot to do before before March 8th. Holy crap! I got to finish the rewatch. I'm on episode 8. We got to do bingo cards. We got to do name that Aes Sedai. Everybody wants to do the name that Sedai stream where we gotta give nicknames to all the Aes Sedai. There were sex bot Bieber or something. It was weird. Again, thank you, Aldan. Thank you for all the super chats. Appreciate you, Sam. Also, Nick, as always. Nathan, and yeah, thanks for we had close to 50 the whole time until I cratered us. Thank you for I don't know. I think you're gonna have some pushback on
Tiny Sedai.
Half Sedai.
Tiny Sedai.
There's a lot of Tiny Sedai is Tiny Sedai is Tiny Sedai is that could be a war. That could be an interesting
I
poll.
just find it so crazy.
That could be a interesting poll. So stay tuned. We'll have that stream. That could be a lot of fun. So.
The little person evil. How did they get that past their sensitivity advisors?
There's one of the things I find so fascinating.
WrestleMania 7. Go ahead.
No, one of the things I find so fascinating about this is it's like their woke meter is set to like 2017 or something. Like it's still set to like the Me Too movement, not the George Floyd movement. So like they're pretty down on the blacks and pretty up on the women, but like I don't think midget got added to the woke coalition until after George Floyd. So I think that actually explains a lot of what it is.
Oh man, Rusko Mania 7. Thanks for all your chats tonight. I hadn't seen you in chat before, so welcome. Thanks for playing around with us, having some fun. And you know, anybody else that was new, Magdalena, some good chats. I'm glad we can have a civil discussion about things. That's, you know, I think we're usually pretty fair about a lot of things, especially serious topics. So try to let everybody, be and let be, right? So pretty much a judgment-free zone. We try anyways. Sometimes it's too hard to overcome, but we try. Yeah, so thank you everybody. Kane, I see you, man. I did. Kane, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. And if I missed you in chat, sorry. I had some major technical difficulties today, so thank you all for hanging out for that too. My computer, thank you for hanging in there. Go check out the White Close video, please. Give them a sub if you're not already subbed over there. Yeah, I'm almost to 4,000, dude. So get those sock accounts out. Let's get me over 4,000. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I want to be over 4K. It's been too long. Let's get there. So thank you very much, guys, and lots to do. So we got a few streams coming up. Keep an eye out for the channel and on the channel for upcoming streams and videos. And Articus, thanks for being here. Will, thanks. I know it's tough in the hotel, but
me.
thanks for coming on and having some fun.